Well, here we are again to play more D&D with me as your dungeon master. My name is Alex. This game is called The Hunt is On. It is a one-shot. We're just gonna go ahead and get started with character introductions left to right on the tokens on the main page, starting with Miss Purple Tiefling.
Hi, my name is Solana Cami. I am a wizard, School of Enchantment, and I also started doing some clericy stuff, and it's been working out really well. I am a tiefling. I am purple, uh, and I am currently sitting in the Dungeon Delvers Guild with my nose buried into a book as I slowly but surely start finishing up the newest spell that I have learned, and I look very, very excited.
Next up, Mr. Elephant Man himself.
My name is Ob. I'm a Loxodon blood hunter, and I recently have had a wave of emotions hit me as I was able to free my mother from slavery, but then my haunted past caught up with me once more, and I'm trying to figure out what that all means for me.
Up, the Minotaur.
The boy!
Boy.
Durakar, Thunderhorns, Minotaur Barbarian, just the best at everything. Period.
Next up, Mr. Tortle.
I am Lagoo of the Goo Lagoon. I am an adventurer. I'm a glory paladin. I basically go about my way of the land, learning new things, fighting new people, all in that same order. And I'm just glad to be here.
Last, but for sure not least, we have one of our resident brewers.
Hey lads, I'm Thorvin Deep Horla. Master Smith and jeweler, currently living with the other Smith, Miles and his boys. Those lads are a lot of fun. I'm a Kilimanjaro door. Yeah, people talk around here about class and skill and like that. I'm a dwarf, that's all you need to know. I have fight and drink, and I'm good at both.
Okay. Well, we find ourselves, as we often do, in the main tavern of the Dungeon Delvers Guilds. You guys can place yourselves wherever you would be in amongst this main lobby. Unrelated, we need to get more rooms for pictures for the guild, so we have more options. Just saying. Anyway.
Well, Durakar is appropriately placed.
So you guys find yourselves in the guild hall. Is there anything in particular you all are doing? We'll just go left to right and see what you guys are currently up to. Solana.
Solana is just finishing up writing down a new spell in her spell book, and she slams the quill down. She holds the book up in the air, and she's like, "Success! I've got it! I've done it! I can do it now!" And she slams it down on the counter and just starts frantically reading it over and over again. So she memorizes it as one of her prepared spells, and then she slams her books shut, stands up, and she goes, "I gotta find my girlfriend!" And she just starts running around the bar looking for Abigail.
All right. Durkar, what is it that you find yourself doing?
You know, the usual at the bar, having me a good old, big old thing of drink. And probably slightly rubbing my head with a slight headache.
Fair. Lagu, how about you?
The bartender's name is Dusty, right?
Yes.
Okay. Lagoo will basically go and just like, Dusty, my good lad, how are you this fine evening?
Well, I'm here.
Yeah. Well, he looks at his legs. I'm guessing that makes a lot of sense. Now, if you wouldn't mind, can I have can I have at least some dinner and some drinks, please? And that would be fine.
Yeah, we can do that. That's fine. And you see he like minor illusions his lower body so that they start to look like regular legs, but he doesn't go anywhere. But he kind of snaps his fingers, and you see a plate and a glass just kind of come walking almost if they're being carried by something invisible out from this door right here. And you see them just placed in front of you, and then just you hear footsteps of just walk away, but you don't see anybody. They just appeared, and then you hear footsteps away. But you probably know that he has a magically invisible servant that works for him. So
Oh, okay.
it's his unseen servant.
Unseen Servant has to have a name at one point. I don't care what anyone says.
We'll call him.
Call him
Dr-
Rusty. Dusty.
His name.
Chuck.
His name is
Call him Chuck.
Jerome.
Oh, it's Jerome.
Dusty and
Oh,
Jerome.
Dusty and Jerome.
He can have more than one. He can have a Phil. He can have a Rusty. He could have a Busty Rusty. You don't know. Anyway, Thorfinn, what are you doing?
Corbin is drinking his sorrows away. It's like, I tell you, Dusty, never let a wild maid or a cast clone spell. You have yourself take everything away from you.
That sounds bright. How do you think I lost my legs? I lost them in a bet that I made in a game of cards. Turns out you shouldn't gamble with Warforged. They'll literally take you for everything you got plus some. But at least he gave me his legs. So, guess it's a deal.
Someone used to have this old saying, let the Warforged win. I never agreed to it. I never understood it.
And confirm, if they ever ask for your legs, don't give them to them. It doesn't feel the same. I don't pee the same way. Ob. What do you do?
Ob would basically be sitting in the corner, and if you notice his eyes, like he has his eyes closed, and it almost looks like he's having like a mental conversation with himself. Like you just see like his eyes, like they're darting inside his eyelids, but you can't really. He's not saying anything really. He's just sort of sitting there.
You wish to have this conversation, or are you just having this conversation to yourself?
I don't really know if there is a conversation much being had.
Okay.
I imagine it's more of, yeah. I don't really think it's an actual conversation. I think it's more of just like this is like the state that he's in while he's waiting.
Okay. As you guys are all just kind of doing your thing, all of you make perception checks, please. And yours can be at disadvantage since your
Cool.
your eyes are closed and you're having a conversation with yourself.
Perfect.
So you get the 3. Okay. So everybody who which is everybody except eyes closed Ob over there. You notice that on the direction on the job board itself, you see that one of the letters posted there starting to smoke. You see this purple-black smoke just kind of permeating from just a posting on the board. It doesn't seem to be caught aflame, and it doesn't seem to be catching to anything else. But you just see one letter is just permeating smoke. What do you do?
Is smoking allowed in the bar?
I'm pretty sure.
You know,
That's,
we've never
um,
established smoking
Stop.
rules. I'm gonna say
That's a lot
no.
of words.
I was not expecting that question, as you probably could tell by my hesitancy to answer.
Well, that's gonna be a problem. All things
Yeah.
considered, look up at my horn that is perpetually smoking.
I would
I
think,
think
with
it's
how
one
much
of those.
magic
I think it's one of
happens
those
in here.
things.
It
Yeah.
has to be it has to be allowed because of how
I
much
think it's one of
stupid
those
magic
things
crap
where-
that happens in here.
Where it's technically not allowed, but nobody gives a shit about the rule. It's just like one of those postings at the back that says "No smoking allowed," or like employees must wash hands before returning to work. Nobody actually
Yeah,
does it,
because-
but there's a sign posted. You
Because
know.
my horn is perpetually leaking dark shadow.
I'd just also like to point out that people have brought in reanimated dead skeletons and zombies in here
Yeah.
before, which I figure
And
would
just
also be
Straight
not allowed.
corpses.
And straight corpses. That's right.
Exactly.
Sometimes they're in bags. Sometimes they're in coffins.
Dusty doesn't get paid enough to be the police.
He's
to the
too old
tavern.
for this shit.
He doesn't get paid enough to care. He's
He
fine.
already
Yeah.
lost
Or he
his
does,
legs.
but
Okay.
he just doesn't say anything. He's
Quite
whatever.
literally, in the war, he lost his legs.
No, it was a gamble. We just established it wasn't the war.
Gambling is war. Have you ever gambled?
True.
Okay then. Never
I
gamble
think-
with Alex.
He'll take
Anyway.
your leg.
Okay.
I think.
Good old lad. Good to see you again.
Hmm,
Haven't seen you since you killed your girlfriend's brother and father,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then ran off.
It's the last time you guys saw each other. Shit. It's
what
while
a
ago.
reminder.
How'd that relationship work out?
Eh.
Yeah. He lost me woman too. Lost her to myself.
Loving yourself?
Huh?
That's wild. Is anybody going to investigate the smoking job board?
Oh, I'm
Delano.
let me
Okay.
just say
I-
something. Yeah, he goes in and try to put it out.
I'm
He doesn't-
looking at it, and I recognize it, and I
Mhm.
just ask for a stronger drink.
Rusty pours you a much stronger drink.
Good. Also, for Thorvin, looking at Durkar, he definitely looks different from the last time you saw him. All across his veins, there's like this weird purplish dark energy running through him.
No. Oh no.
Zalana, as you go and you yeet this smoking piece of paper off of the board, it's still smoking while it's in your hand. And at this point, you have kind of flicked back and your eyes are open and you see a smoking letter, which you also recognize this call sign. And as Zalana, do you just read this to yourself? Do you read it out loud? How do you?
I think Lagu came over and tried to put it out, so I'd be like batting his hand away, like, stop it! Stop it,
Alright.
it's magic, it's fine.
As you're like swatting away Lagu and the thing is smoking, it's definitely grabbing other people's attention. But as you look down to read the letter, it's written in common in a very almost calligraphic, is that how you say that word? Script, very, very well written, with very nice handwriting. It says, "Hello, Dungeon Delvers Guild. Once again, I'm coming to you for assistance in dispensing of a creature that is causing me and my business quite an amount of turmoil. Please be ready to meet with Jasper promptly at sunset for more information, as well as travel to the location where I've heard this creature is located. Signed, VX."
I look at the giant turtle in front of me, and how tall are you?
We established 6'2" the last
Six-
time.
6'2", yeah. You're almost a foot taller than Solana, so she just like looks up at me and she goes, "Well, since you seem to be somebody who's also interested in the paper, either because it's smoking or because you want the job, you want to go do this together? Sounds like it should be a quick work."
Lego can't read, so he hears job is just, and he's just gonna be like, "Is there a lot of fighting and adventuring involved?"
Solana reads over the paper and she kind of shrugs and she looks up. She's like, "Most of the things that I've been involved with, there's always at least some fighting involved. So, yes."
He
Fighting?
looks at you. Yeah, he looks at you sternly and just be like, "You are good people." That's a 0. And he agrees.
Solana will hold up the paper and says, "Fighting mission. Who wants to go?" The little tiny tiefling woman.
Like,
Who
to
is
imagine
not
you climb
designed
up onto
for
the
fighting.
table where you were studying and just scream this, waving it around in the air.
Oh yeah, I jump up on the table that I was studying and start waving it in the air, looking for people to help.
Dusty gets cranky when I start bar fight.
Get the hell out of here if you're gonna fight. Go outside. I'm tired of cleaning up after your damn mess.
No, mission fighting, not bar fighting. Please don't start a bar fight.
Oh, yeah, do that.
The goof about to stick up someone is just like, oh shit. Oh, okay,
No,
never mind.
no, he's with me. Don't hit him. He's with me. And she's like,
Durkar's gonna just kind of slam his hand on the bar, and then his other hand on his head, and just shout out, Can we stop yelling? I have a headache.
It's called a pre-hangover.
I will shove an axe in your face, Thorvin.
I've got an axe too.
You
Its
see,
name is
Dusty,
David.
I need you both to make wisdom saving throws, please.
David
Thorvin
hasn't
and
had a
Durakar.
date in a while.
I'm fine with this.
Thorman and Durakar, wisdom saving throws.
You both feel your body immediately lock up and freeze. You can no longer move any muscles. You can no longer speak. You are stuck in place. And Dusty goes, listen, we're not going to fight at my bar. I'll throw you both out and you can fight out the damn side. We're going to be quiet. We're not going to yell. We're going to treat the place with respect. This is everybody's home, after all. Now I will release you, but you must be calm. And he releases the hold monster spell on both of you.
I immediately just say, all I wanted was calm and quiet.
You do, however, Durakar, recognize the smoke as the last time you saw this, you ended up fighting an adult shadow dragon.
Which, yeah.
It was almost a real bad time. And
I,
Odd,
currently,
you-
I, I currently have the horn of a young shadow dragon attached to my own.
And Ob, you recognize the smoking flyer as well, as
Oh, sweet Jesus.
being
Just
being
looking
from
across.
the same, looking like it's probably from the same source as the last job that you took, or one of the last few jobs that you took.
Yeah, I was gonna say it wasn't the last one, but yeah.
Yeah.
The one prior.
Yeah. But yeah, Solana was on the table waving it around, because I know you were gone, waving it around, saying that there's a fighting mission, and who wants to go.
Four of them was
would have recognized it, and would. All right, I'm gonna send you this message here.
Okay.
Like to imagine it's just like four of the most stonkiest members of the guild just stand up and just surround this like really thin tiefling woman.
Uh-huh.
I'm still at the bar, man.
Y'all are big, beefy, thick.
Lance. David hasn't had a date in a while. What you got for us?
The second.
Yeah, Ob would stand up and walk over. If it's a fighting mission, then you definitely have me.
Yay! As for a date, I don't know if you want to take a girl out on a fight. Actually, that sounds like something that that Abigail would really enjoy. I'll have to remember to do that. Anyway, yeah, a fighting mission. Looks like somebody needs some help. Dropped it off to the guild. I don't know if the three of you will be sure. Hey you! And she's gonna shout real loud towards Durakar.
Dusty just shakes his head and he like lifts his hand like he's going to cast magic at you. It's just like
And she like frantically waves, and then she like puts her hand to her ear and casts a message and goes, "Hey you!" and like whispers into Durakar's mind.
Durakar is just sitting there. Dusty, the bartender, would see his hand is like really clenched up and he's ready, and he kind of just looks at Dusty and says, I'm learning to control it. It's hard. It's very hard.
That's what she said.
yeah,
Please,
yeah,
Dad.
it's
Very hard.
yeah. But you know what? I think you all should, well, take the job and leave me in peace for the rest of the day or the night too. It'd be great.
Oh, but you'll miss us, Dusty.
I absolutely will not miss you for 1 second that you are gone.
Dirk.
I will miss
five-
your money. I would not
I
miss your
put-
persons.
I put 5 gold on the bar table, on the bar, give it to him, and say that I want 5 of his strongest drinks when I get back.
You know, Dusty, that gets me right here.
So he just kind of turns around and puts the money in like a jar that says orders to be filled and writes a little note to himself.
I like
and
to
puts
think
that
he
in there,
just
too.
has a Durakar jar at this point.
Yeah, probably. Just like the people who are the patrons who drink the most probably have their own little jars. Like Thorfinn probably has one, and you have one. And there are probably a couple other. Abigail probably has like a smaller jar because she can't drink as much as everybody else. But she can drink a lot more than a lot of people, but not as much as like Thorfinn and Durakar. But she'll try. She will very much try and fail more than likely almost every time. But she will try.
Victor doesn't have a jar, but he definitely has like his own private bottle down below.
Yeah, you have the underneath bottom shelf bottle that
Yep.
that everyone knows is not good, but it's like you're not good. It's for you.
Mm-hmm.
That's like Kamchatka, but you're the only one that actually likes it. But
I also like to think I have a good rapport with Dusty, considering I constantly come to the guild to refill my giant ass keg.
yeah, he likes money. He doesn't necessarily like people.
Yeah.
He's a bartender. He has got to pretend he likes people, right?
I'm just gonna, knowing what type of job this is, more than just slightly disgruntled and annoyed. I'm just gonna stand up and grab my great axe that was leaning against the bar and just walk over.
All right. So the letter does say that Jasper will be ready to meet with you at sunset and to be ready to meet with him. And those of you, you'll remember the last time a job from the source said they were going to meet you at a certain time, they pulled up to the front of the guild and waited. So you effectively have a few hours from now until then, where if there's anything you want to do as far as shopping or anything you want to just say that you're doing, you can do that. Otherwise, we can go right into the pickup. But if you have anything you wish to buy from the shop or drop off somewhere or pick up from somewhere, now would be the time.
Give me a second. Let me see. There's some potions that I might actually want to buy. Just at least like 2.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have something I'd like to get done as well.
Absolutely.
But
Unless you want me to say it now, or if we're gonna go in order.
I'll just go left to right. So Zalana, is there anything you wish to do before the sunset pickup?
I will run upstairs and go to Abigail's room and like creak the door open. And is she still passed out from drinking earlier?
You can hear her snoring very loudly, mouth wide open, drool pooling at the side.
Okay. I will go inside and in my notebook, I will flip it open and I'll write down on a piece of paper, hey, went on a mission, be back later. Please wait for me in the bar. I'll see you soon. Zalana, with a little heart. And then I will fold it and put it on the table next to her. I have learned in this time that we have been together to make sure she at least knows roughly what I'm doing and that I am coming back so she doesn't go on a flying rampage, which is probably why Dusty isn't too big of a fan of Zalana at this point. And then she will hurry back downstairs.
As you place that note there and you go to run out, you hear her take like a really, really deep snore and gasp, and you hear a little bit of like thunder and a little crack of lightning just around as she like exhales and continues sleeping. It's almost like her storm rages even in her dreams.
Zalana just turns around. She goes, she's so beautiful. And then she runs out the door.
All right, Lagu, anything you wish to do?
yeah, I'm gonna send it to you privately.
That sounds good to me. Thorfinn, anything you wish to do?
Thorfinn's gonna go up to Dusty and say, I had this thought this morning. Well, Dusty, we're all gonna raise our glasses against evil forces. Whiskey for these men and beer for my horses.
He just nods and just nods at you and just gives you what you ask. He's like, okay, all you need to get out of my bar.
He'll give everyone. I'll give all 5 of us. You guys a
Yep.
shot of whiskey.
Yep. Durakar, what are you doing?
I am gathering my current supplies in the guild, just my great axe basically, and I am leaving the guild. I am walking home,
Mm.
and I am grabbing my teddy bear and strapping him to my waist,
All right.
and then I come back.
You see, as you are arriving home, Calbus is trying to paint one of the elephants while ignoring the fact that it's just shitting everywhere. Just trying to paint it. So, he just, does his thing.
You can hear Tessa playing music in her room. with one of the many instruments you left for her.
And Durakar just acknowledges this all and just walks into his room and grabs Frankie.
Looks like Ob bought some pot. By that I mean potions.
I was.
I read the whole sentence, you know.
Yeah.
All right.
Honestly, as he's leaving the house, he'd probably shout to both of them, like crack open a window so that Calvis could hear. He'd probably just shout out, I'm leaving, don't know when I'll be back.
All right, don't die.
All right, don't die.
You know I
Again,
won't.
Maybe. I don't know. Whatever. Have fun.
Don't
Bring me
die.
a
We'll go out for dinner when we get back.
Buy a shovel. We need to scoop poop. We don't have shovels.
By yourself.
Damn, you're right. I'm lazy. Anyway.
No, I'm not going. And then you hear Tessa slam a window shut.
You hear a big sigh, like, damn. These roommates. Anyway, so heading towards the evening gets to be about sunset. And as you guys are kind of waiting, and the night kind of creeps in a little bit, and the sun starts to set, and it gets a little cooler and a little darker around, and the mood of the tavern kind of goes between riling up for dinner time, then kind of calming back down again as it gets towards those evening hours. You see that the tavern doors just kind of swing open. I mean, as you swing open and you look out, you see that there is a stagecoach out front, with a horse-drawn stagecoach out front with a driver, a male driver, and he takes a pocket watch out of his inner left breast pocket, pops it open so he can see the time, and then he looks into the guild hall, makes eye contact with all of you, and then looks back at his stopwatch, and the door to his carriage just swings open. He doesn't seem to do anything to make it open, it just opens, and he just stares at his watch, waiting.
Well, the last time Durakar didn't take an actual transport. But, assuming this is it, he'd get up and start walking.
He would head towards the cab. Like,
You all head towards the carriage.
yeah. The guy waiting there, like,
He is
pick
sitting
up?
as you walk out the guild tavern doors. You see that he's sitting, reins resting on his lap, horse standing there at attention, just kind of snorting every now and again, tail blowing in the wind, hair kind of flicking the flies away, and he's just staring at his watch, waiting.
You go, do your horses want some beer?
He doesn't seem to acknowledge you, nor does the horse. But he continues to stare at his watch, and you hear, almost like it's in your head, the ticking of a clock. Just tick, 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 tick. And as like the clock kind of ticks.
He'll get into the carriage.
Okay.
I gotta ask the usual question. When I sit in the carriage, do my horns break through the roof?
As you all clamber into this carriage, one by one, from the outside, this carriage looks to be that of normal size. As you climb into the carriage, it's almost like you're stepping into a room. And as you one by one file in, the door behind you whoop, slams shut, and you see this arcane seal around where the seams of this door would be, kind of almost like the wick of dynamite or firecracker lighting from top to the bottom. It just kind of fills the space, and then it seems like the seam of the door where it would open and close disappears. No hinges, no seams. And as you look around, it looks like you are now inside of this sitting waiting room. There are multiple chairs, a few small tables, a warm glowing fireplace, and a skylight overhead that you can see the night sky.
Ooh. Solana's the last one to get in, and she was followed behind everybody like, oh god, how am I gonna fit? And then when they get inside, she's like, oh, this is a relief.
Follow on the outside.
Lana, go ahead and roll me a Arcana check at advantage because you are a wizard. To give a quick recap, you guys all climbed into the carriage the guy had pulled up, and as you guys climbed in, you saw the seal of the door kind of shut itself magically, and now you are in this waiting room with multiple chairs, some tables, a nice glowing fireplace, and a skylight showing the night sky above you. With a 25 Arcana check, Solana, you know that there are powerful magicians who can create their own customizable places, whether that's the size of a small office or a dome or a full pocket dimension. But you also know specifically there are spells such as magical magnificent mansions, and you believe this is kind of on track for what that is. So you know this to be a portion of a magnificent mansion.
Wow. Never been inside one of these before.
Mhm.
Durakar would look up at the starry sky, is it? On the ceiling of this place?
Yeah.
And he'd kind of just look up and start talking to himself and say, kind of sigh a little bit and say, oh, it's gonna be an interesting day, Frankie. Interesting day.
As you stare up at the sky, you see that the stars kind of rotate, almost like if you were in a planetarium and you're looking at a space show. The stars kind of rotate as the Earth rotates on its axis. You see that they just start to, just turn gravitationally, and it almost feels like you are all staring just for hours, almost days, even just out this ceiling, and the stars never get brighter. They never get dimmer. You never see other planets, you never see any other astral projections or anything like that. The sun never rises, it never gets brighter or darker. And after what feels like days have gone by, you see that they stop. And where the door once was, you see the seal start to reopen itself, almost like somebody is unzipping reality itself. And you start to see it from just the bottom left, kind of the shape of a door, up, and then at 90 degrees turn to the right, and then it just swings open. And as it swings open, you see standing outside the door is the driver of the carriage, who you believe to be named Jasper. And he kind of waves for you all to step outside. As you all step outside, Jasper, adjusting his jacket on his driving suit, says, This is the place the master asked me to deliver you. I was told that if you were to follow this path, you will eventually find your way to where you need to go, to where this being is that is causing the master such grief. He also asked me to provide you with these gifts of protection, shall we say. And he, from a pocket attached to his hip, doesn't look like it would be that large, but he reaches in almost down to his elbow and pulls out a bottle for each of you. And hands you each one greater healing potion. And then he puts his arm down in there again and pulls out a scroll, and he hands it to you, Isolana, feeling the arcane eminence coming from you. This will be how you get home. We're not quite, shall we say, in the same plane as where you were before. We traveled. This will help you return. And as you kind of look at the scroll,
Wait a second, laddie. Do you mean to tell us we ain't gonna see your master and talk about what exactly he's paying us for this here old job?
oh, your reward, shall you be successful, will be delivered directly to your home, meaning the guild.
And
And
how
you
much
will
is that? Are we
you will
no
each
negotiation, no upfront
there's
price settled?
nope There is no negotiation. There is one set price. That set price is 650 gold pieces. That is what the master is offering to pay. That is what you will be paid. I have no stake in the matter. I have no ability to change that for one more or one less copper. That is a set price. But I'm sure if there is anything to be found of value here, it is yours to take. The master has no need of such petty items, if there even are such things here. Just the elimination of the creature that is causing the business some turmoil.
Your master didn't happen to include any aspirin in that little baggie of yours, did he?
He goes, no, but is it a headache from which you suffer?
Hmm.
He goes, well, while I don't have medicinal purposes for which to alleviate that, if you wish, I can magically cure that for you.
Oh, please do. They've been frequent.
And he nods to you as in agreement, and he kind of weaves a couple symbols in the air, and just kind of throws almost this like green little wave of magic at you, and just lightly flows into your face, and you kind of feel you almost have been restored a little bit. Your headache kind of passes. Your muscles feel a little less tense, a little less sore. You're thinking a little bit more clearly now, and this headache that you did have has alleviated.
How are the veins? Still blackened?
They are still blackened.
Well, at least I got rid of the headache.
Yes, you do not have a headache anymore. And he says, well, I do wish you luck. Again, with that scroll, as you kind of open it and look at it, without casting it, you can read through it a little bit, and you understand this to be a scroll of plane shift. And you see that inside of it there is just a small piece of wood. And on it has the Dungeon Delvers Guild symbol kind of scratched into it. And you, knowing a little bit about interplanar travel, know that you have to have something attuned to where you're going most times to get there. You imagine that this is the attunable or the attunement piece that you need to complete the spell.
Oh.
So, because don't lose that. If you lose that, then you cannot return home.
No. I have to return home. I have something that I have to do. So yeah, no worries. And Zalana will wrap the scroll up really tightly around the piece and stick it in her bag.
This reminds me when we were sent into Cthulhu's domain. We almost got trapped there too. We had a shrunken dwarf's head that kept me anchored.
Huh. Well, don't worry about it. I can get us out. It's fine.
Well, I wish you all the best of luck. I will be taking my leave now. Goodbye.
You know, we sold that kaiju head for pretty good profit.
You see that he closes the door to the carriage, climbs back up onto the front, and kind of very lightly snaps the reins. And as you see this carriage being pulled, it kind of just fades into dust. And as you guys look around, you find yourself here. You see that there are dark black and gray rocks that lead up into cliff edges. There are some small lava rivers around you. And as you look further and further down this path, you see that there begins to be a larger and larger lake of fire and lava. And you start to hear hissing and spitting and like chittering of small little creatures that you can't quite see, but you can hear them off in the distance a little bit.
So are we meant to see these, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're just there. I mean, you'll see them as soon as you walk to like here. You hear them. So
Okay,
you know,
I just didn't know if you meant to
No,
hide
no.
them or not.
No, they're there. You'll see them as soon as you walk down there. It's just one of those things. You can hear them, you just can't quite see them until you
Okay.
kind of turn that corner. So,
Well, I'm just gonna take my great axe out, and that's not me. This is me, and start walking.
You would see Ob pull out a small ceremonial dagger and sort of cut across his chest, and his hammer starts radiating lightning damage, and then he would pull out his lantern of revealing just to make sure there's nothing invisible trying to sneak up on him.
Durakar and Solana and Nagu, as you guys get to this platform, you see ahead of you these small little like magma creatures or little bird things that look like they're made of fire and lava, and they're just spitting and hissing at you. You see that they are trying to just spit fire and lava at you. Um, and as you start to get there, you see that these ones down here start to mobilize a little bit and start to fly this way, almost like they're going to try to block the path. And you see that they all kind of fly down here a little bit, and they kind of make a little magma method wall to try and impede you. This one just kind of flies here, but they're all kind of hissing and spitting, and you see just little bits of lava and little fire just coming out of their mouth.
While everyone grabs their weapons and is preparing for battle, Thorvin pulls out a brass mug, a bottle of ale, and just as he's walking, starts pouring himself. And the brass mug has a jade inlay in the cup, and you can't see Dwarven drinking mug. It's pours himself a bottle of ale and starts walking and drinking some ale.
All right. You do feel as you walk closer and closer and further down this path, it is getting significantly warm. Not to the point where it's like blistering your skin or anything, but it's hot. It's went from like a nice cool evening of like 50s to 60s to like mid 80s and humid right now. Like it's not comfortable. This magma method, Durakar, as you walk up into it, it sees you and it kind of stops for a second. And go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw just to see if it even has the opportunity to spit at you.
Sure. I have advantage.
You do. For a split second, you see this magma method just kind of like pull its head back and go to spit at you, and you're like, wait a minute, there's no way this thing's gonna spit at me. And then you're like, oh shit, and you just kind of move out the way, and this piece of fire that is spat out lands on the ground right in front of you, Zalan, and starts burning the ground beneath you.
Oh, that looks a lot
I just say to myself, this is the night bitches die.
All right, we're just gonna go roll initiativo. Let me see what I have. They have plus one. We're just gonna do it this way.
It just says the word advantage. Do I roll again?
No.
No,
do
yeah,
D1.
that's with advantage. I'm gonna put some of them in the same grouping because I don't want to do 8 different initiatives.
Which is fair.
Yes.
Could I have raged after it spat at me?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, thank you.
All right. So you guys all in initiative.
Yep.
All right. Oh, hey, look, it's this magma method. The one that's all the way over here. So it's these two together. Woohoo! Man, they don't fly very far. Let's see. Oh, hey, they can get there though. Oh shoot. So these two magma methods down here, Durakar, are gonna fly up, right up to you. And they are going to both take claws attacks at you. So I'm just gonna roll 2 attacks because they're both going to attack you. 1, 2. An 18 and an 8.
The 18 hits.
Alright, so you take 5 slashing damage, reduced to 3, and 1 fire damage as this method just catches you.
Sure.
Solana.
interesting. Okay. Solana kind of tilts her head to the side, a little confused. She's like, I didn't think we'd be going somewhere hot, but okay. And she will take out her wand and draw a little sigil in the air, and I need this one right here next to Durakar to please make me a Constitution saving throw DC 16 for frostbite.
Okay. It rolled a 6. And as you hit it with a frostbite, you see that it is very effective.
Oh. Wonderful. It also has disadvantage on the next attack roll that it does. Boop.
Sounds good. Anything else you
Like
want to do?
it's gonna live that long.
Zalana's just gonna be like, well, I called the beefy people for help, so I'm just gonna 5, 10, 15, 20. Should you really be drinking right now?
Expect me to go to this sober?
Valid.
Fair point. Carry on. She just kind of like gestures forward. She just kind of stands in the back like, la la la.
All right, so this one back here, seeing that its buddies are attacking something, Durkar, I need you to go ahead and make me a charisma saving throw, please. That is the DC. So, you'll still take 2d8 fire damage, but you don't drop your weapon. So you take, wow, you take 16 damage as your great axe gets very, 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 very hot for no reason. So, yeah, so you don't drop it. But yeah, and it doesn't take, so you just take that damage. So, yeah, your axe gets real hot and then it cools down real fast, but you take 16 fire damage. And this other one is going to try and fly past you to chase after the small little thing. 3, 4, 5, 6. So you can smack at this one if you want to, Durakar. Oh, Jesus. That's a
I've
big hit.
been muted this entire time.
Yes, you have. I was wondering why you were quiet. I'm like, man, he's mad that he just got heat metal on his axe. No, you hit it. It's still alive.
Where did he even disappear to?
He's right here between.
Underneath my name.
Oh, he's there. Okay.
Yeah, he moved. So he's gonna try and blow a cone of fire at both Thorvin and Zalana. So I need you both to make a DC 11 dexterity saving throw. Or take
Hold up.
2 fire damage, and then Thorvin, you take 1.
I
Because he
take
rolled
one
it.
because I'm resisting because I'm a tiefling.
Oh yeah, so you both take 1 fire damage as it just goes and like coughs up a little bit of fire at you.
Is that counting my evasion?
Oh, you have evasion? Then yeah, you don't take anything. Yeah, I didn't realize you had evasion, but yeah, so you take 0 damage instead of 1 damage. But yes, Zalana, you take 1. And that's its turn. Durkar.
Oh, this feels good. I take a swing at the one right here, please.
Okay. Yeah, that hits.
17 to hit for 18 damage.
Yep, he dies.
And then I'm gonna swing at this one right here.
Okay.
15 to hit.
That hits for 15 damage. It's still flying.
I dislike you even greater, you stupid little thing.
Lagu.
Alright, so Lagu is going to go and hit it with Almasa. That does not hit.
Well, we do flanking, so the 14 does hit.
Oh.
Or
Okay,
I
then.
do flanking. You do.
Alright.
So yeah, the 14 hits. So roll the damage on the first one first. Yeah, you kill it with the first one. So you don't have to use your second attack on that one, because it's dead.
Okay. So, alright, so that one's dead, so I guess I'll go down 1, 2.
Yeah, you can
step
go in
over.
space. It's dead. It's on the ground, squished.
Okay. Right, and I'll roll over the next one, so almost 16.
Yes, that hits.
Okay.
And you swat this one too. Just dead.
Alright. And that'll be it for me.
Okay. So these two magma methods, seeing what is happening, they're both going to fly up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and face you both like the dumb little firebugs that they are. And the one on the left is going to take, it's going to be 1 attack on each of you. So the first one will go to Lagu, and the second one will go to, oh yeah, I forgot. Lagu, first I need you to make me 2 dexterity saving throws.
Okay.
And then I need, basically everybody needs to make a dexterity saving throw because this thing died in front of all of you. So just everyone make a dex save.
Sure.
Cool. So you failed one of them. Unless you get advantage on it. Cool.
Oh, do I need to make 2?
Yes, you need to make 2 as well. So basically, I'll just roll one set of, I'm just do 1 damage and then go from there. So if you passed, you take 5 damage, and if you pass and you're resistant, you'll take 3. If you failed, you take 10 damage from all of the explosions of the fire methods. So I just rolled 1 damage, and that's going to be
What was the DC?
11.
Okay.
Does evasion help with
So-
that? And it still affect me doing evasion.
We'll just say that, yeah, if you have evasion and you pass, then you still don't take anything. Yeah, so.
Okay.
All right. And so these two are going to, the two that just flew up, one's going to take an attack at Lagu with their claws, and the other one is going to take an attack at Durakar with their claws. So this one's against Lagu. Bam. And this one's against Durakar. So a 21 to hit
Go ahead,
Lagu
yeah.
for 6, and then a 7, which I'm pretty sure misses.
Yeah, it does.
Okay. Thorvin, you just saw this little thing just explode in your face, and you kind of just shrugged it off.
Oh, the battle of the foot! Daisy needs a dance partner! Here, hold my beer! And tried to hand
Okay.
tried to hold hand the mug over to Lana, and then he will leap. Yeah, he would just jump in the air, his ring of jumping well just in his high strength, he'll just leap straight up in the air and come down over here.
Okay. That is fine. Cool. So you have advantage on the attack against this guy right in front of you.
And guess you will rage and try to attack the dude.
Okay. Go for it.
I think should I go into rage? No, I think he's gonna save the rage for more bigger threat. So
Okay.
take this little bugs.
All right.
Alright, Deed. Wait, 2 swings of Deed.
So the 15 hits for sure, and the 27 hits for sure. They both hit. Roll the damage for me.
What the? Oh, I need to hit this down here. The damage.
So you hit with both of them. So 8 damage, and then
Yeah. One of it 7 regular damage and 1 psychic damage in the first
Okay.
one.
all right.
And how I need to hit them 12 regular damage and 2 psychic on the second one.
So 14 plus 2 is 20. 14 plus 8 is 22. That's exactly how much HP they have. So all 3 of you standing right there need to make me another dexterity saving throw, DC 11, or take 2
And
fire damage.
if
I
active,
want to fail.
if activable with I think the note. If
Yes.
the psychic damage, and they get painful memories of ex-girlfriends or ex-lovers.
That's fair. But you,
Um,
so you with evasion can only ever take half damage. So you get 1 fire damage. Thorvin, Durakar gets 2. Oh wait, look at that. Everybody gets to.
yeah, everyone within like 10 feet of me gets
What do they
that
get to?
plus 3.
Plus 3? Okay, so yeah, so Thorvin still takes 1, so everyone just takes 1. So everybody gets 3. And Thorvin, you have, that is your turn. Cool.
I can
Unless you have an offhand, a bonus action.
I can still use it unarmed again.
Oh yeah, you can do
I'm
that.
not gonna use my flurry, but he'll make 1 punch against the other one.
Go for it. It's just a regular attack from that position. At 11, that is his armor class.
So that means I
Nice.
You hit it. You hit it.
Yeah.
Yep. You hit it with the 11. So it does 11
and
damage.
11
All right.
damage.
Okay. All right. It is the both of these magma's turns.
No, I'm a monk, so I think I can still do that without 2-weapon fighting.
Yeah, you just punch.
Yeah.
Cool. So these guys, seeing that you're flying up in here, they're both gonna fly up and take claws at you, Thorvin. So both you're just gonna get 2 claw attacks, 1 from each of these guys. 1, 2. 12 and a 9, which I think both are gonna miss.
Yes, both of them.
Cool. Ob.
All right. You would see Ob sort of aggressively flap his ears, and 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 I'm going to make 2 attacks against that one.
Go for it.
Oh.
At advantage.
Yep. Attack number 1
That hits.
for 13 damage.
What is your crimson damage?
Lightning.
Okay. I should know that.
I was
So
gonna say
mine.
you should know that.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Second attack. That is.
For 14 more.
Make me both Thorvin and Ob make me dexterity saving throws. Oh, and the method also make. It's not gonna matter. They're immune to fire. So.
I was also when he missed me, I was gonna spend 1 key point and do a tipsy sway. So this method here would hit that method with his claws.
Oh, okay. The 9 would have missed the method, or is it a new attack roll?
Redirect attack. A creature misses you with a melee attack you can spend 1 key point as a reaction to cause that creature to hit 1 creature other than the attacker. I think it just says.
Just hits. That's interesting.
I'm pretty sure it's the attack roll that it made.
It just says to cause that attack to hit 1 whenever it misses you with a melee roll. So my assumption by reading that exactly as it's written is it would just hit it. So
no, I'm reading it, but
that's fine. I'll do it that way. And it would be 4 damage. Yeah, it would just be 4 damage because it's immune to fire. Because it's made of magma, so it takes 4 damage. That's fine. But you, both Thorvin and Ob, for Ob killing that guy. Ob, you pass the save. Make me a dexterity saving throw. Thorvin. 23. Yeah, so you both pass. So Thorvin, you won't take any damage, and Ob, you'll take half of this.
This is the first time I've gotten to use tipsy sway though.
There you go. So you take 5 fire damage from the exploding methods, Ob, and you don't take any Thorvin. You just kind of like whoop and just move out the way.
Question for you. Do these things have blood?
Sure.
Then I would like to use my reaction before it explodes to have it make attack against that one.
Okay.
Oh,
it misses. Very bad. And then it explodes.
And then
as it goes to swing, it just stabs itself and something explodes. All right. So this magma method is dead, but the one beside it's alive. So it's gonna take a fire breath at both Lagu and Durakar. So fire breath. So I'd need you both to make a dex save of 11 or take 12 fire damage.
Which one? Because this one in front of me hit me with the claw that missed.
Well, it's doing a fire breath now on both of you, and it's a cone. Because it's back to his round. Yeah, because it's alive. This one's alive. Probably not for much longer, but it's alive. A dex, yeah. Dex of 11. So you take 6 fire damage, and Lagu, you take 12. From this little method. Solana.
Okay. Solana's going to. Am I looking down?
Yeah, you're a few feet up, but yeah, you
I-
can see down there.
Can I see that guy? Okay.
Yeah.
Just gonna shift the mug that was handed to me to one side and aim my wand down there, and he's gonna need to give me another con save.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I rolled a 17.
Rude. He passes.
Okay. Anything else you want to do?
I jerk my head back and kind of wince at the smell of the alcohol. Ugh. That's the end of my turn.
Alright, this magma method is seeing all of their friends getting demolished. It's going to go and fly and dip into the lava over here and just fly away. This magma method is dead, so I can take this one out of the order. Durakar, you're up, and there's a magma method blowing fire in your face. Or did blow fire in your face.
29 to hit, 22.
Yeah. All 3 of you need to make me a dex saving throw because you annihilated it and exploded it. So you pass. Lagu and Thorvin as well. Make me dex saves, please. 12, you pass. 21, you pass. So Thorvin, you take none of this, and those of you who pass, you take half. So you take 2 if you passed. So, but Thorvin, you're feeling like you're getting a nice crispy suntan, but that's about it. You still have another attack if you wanted. Or...
That's a 31 to hit for 22.
Yeah, I need both you and Thorfinn to make me deck saves again, please.
Oh, it feels good.
No one
It
told me
feels
there'd be
so
fireworks.
good.
Yes. So Thorfinn, make me another deck save as it explodes in front of you.
Jesus.
Oh,
That's what
you
the
take-
13 was for.
Well, no, he killed 2, so it's 1 for each.
So I
Yeah,
had the 12 appeal and then
Oh, did you roll?
13.
Oh, I missed the 13. I missed it. You're fine. Yeah, you take nothing, and Durakar, you take 5.
oh, it's so good, man.
And you have killed all. Yeah, you killed all the magma methods. Little boys, little annoying boys.
Oh,
But
Okay.
yes.
I think they've learned that if they mess with the bowl, they get the horns. Right, Durkar?
damn straight.
Yeah,
Now,
I'm
where's
gonna.
my beer?
I'm
How
gonna
are you
take some
feeling?
of that potion now.
All right. Yeah, you can do that.
Thank you.
Wait,
Okay,
if I
that-
do it as an action, do I get the
Yeah,
full
you can.
effects?
If you're doing it right now as an action, you can just take the full effects of it.
Oh, yeah, here,
Okay,
please take
yeah.
it.
Yeah, you each have 1 greater healing potion from Jasper. So
I'm just gonna drink my 2 regular potions of healing. Finally, use those up.
which you roll d10s for up.
You would, for anyone who would have noticed, because he's not exactly being stealthy, but it's a very subtle motion, you see him pull a small coin out of a bag and just sort of rub it a couple times, then put it back away.
Nice. All right. So, as you guys take some healing, kind of recover a little bit, you make your way down this path, past where the magma methods were guarding, and you see that you end up in this circular chamber where the heat is exceptionally hotter than it was. You follow this path further and further and further down. I'm gonna get all your tokens over here. And as you make your way down, you end up in what looks almost like a forge. I'll move you over there right now. And you see the path that you're coming down leads to this circular path with 3 other paths leading off of it. There are 4 pillars in this room and a 5th circular pillar in the middle of this middle circle. And you hear this voice, you hear it in your heads and it almost feels like it's around all of you. But it says, forward, left, and right. Each path can grant rewards, but each path also bears a challenge. Only one is correct while the other 2 false. Choose wisely with one, or brave the fires and choose all. The decision is yours. And all of these things that you see, these myrmidons, these elementals, and this fire giant, do not seem to show aggression towards you at this moment. They're all just kind of standing and waiting to see what you choose to do.
Didn't hear anything in this riddle that would lead toward which path was the correct one. Did you? Maybe it was the heat.
So this is a fire giant, right?
Right.
Alright, I'm gonna take a few steps forward, and as I'm walking, I'm just gonna shout at him in giant and be like, just make friendly conversation. Like, hey man, how's it going?
Alright. What are you here for?
Stuff. Monsters, apparently. You know how it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I know how it is.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just gonna, make conversation back and forth.
You guys just see Durakar roll up to this fire giant with some lava in between them. And they're just talking in giant. I don't think anybody else in the group speaks giant, do they?
I don't know.
No.
Yeah. You
Giant!
You just see your Minotaur friend just walk up and start bullshitting with a fire giant.
What are these over here?
They are fire elementals. They just look fun.
And same with these.
and these are myrmidons. They are like fire elementals but armored. They are
Yeah, they're
different.
pretty powerful. Well,
Yeah.
for all level, it may not be that scary, but
But if you look, you kind of see like these, of all of them, these look to be the weaker. These are effectively the middle tier, and you know just because it's a damn fire giant that the fire giant is the strongest thing in this room.
Strongest.
So, yes. It's bigger than anything else, you know.
forward, left.
Durakar, as you're
and
shooting the shit with this fire giant,
Hmm.
it kind of stops for a second and goes, "Do you have a brother?"
If I do, I don't know about him.
Because there's a dude that looks kind of like you that I saw not too long ago. I guess it doesn't matter if you're not related, never mind.
What?
What exactly he look like? Like minus me.
He just kind of like, with his big greatsword, just kind of like, you know how when you look at someone, you like use your hand and just like scale them up and down?
Yeah, like yay tall.
Yeah, he's like, it looks like you. Like, he's got these horns, he's got these like big swords, he's got this dark black skin, he's got this big like nose ring thing, and hooves, tail, looks like you.
What direction?
Well, I can't tell you that. You have to make that choice, you know? You can't just
No,
like,
no, I know. I get how it is, you know.
I got a
have
job to do.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
have a job, man.
I get it. I understand.
I really don't feel like fighting you, so just don't go this way. Because then I have to fight you and I'll probably kill you. Just don't go that way. Unless you want to, then I'll fight you. It's up to you.
Respectable. Respect, man. Respect.
Tired.
I'd rather not kill you either. I'm quite tired myself. I've been through some shit.
Yeah.
You seem like a good giant.
This whole time that they're grumbling, like the fire giant at one point, just because of how big he is, looks kind of aggressive as he's like pointing this sword at Durakar and like moving it up and down, almost like he's gonna chop an axe at him or something. And he's just like, they're just shooting the shit. Do you pass any of this on to your party members? You just keep
Absolutely
talking?
not.
Okay, you're just talking to this fire giant. All right.
I'm just having a good time with this fire giant, man. I ask him his name.
Mhm. Oh, my name. Well, it's kind of dumb. My parents didn't like me very much. They called me Gentry. I got called Gentry the Giant at school and made fun of a lot. That's why I got so big.
Your
You know.
parents are stupid.
Yeah,
Let's
they
be
are.
friends.
Okay, maybe.
I'm Durakar.
Gentry.
I'd shake your hand. There's a
Yeah,
size difference.
If you come across there, I have to fight you too. Don't do that.
Yeah, I'd rather not.
It's the rules.
You know.
Anyway,
We're both tired.
he just sits. Just slumps forward a little bit and just sits there. You guys just see this fire giant sit down and kind of relax.
You know, I sit down too. We're just talking back and forth. We're just having a good time.
You guys just see these two big dudes just sit down and just talk. So what are the rest of you doing while Durakar is just talking and chilling with this fire giant, I guess?
Let me see. I guess. Okay, so there's that guy, and that guy. Is there anything strange or anything we noticed that might give us a hint on what's going to go down?
Roll perception checks.
You know what? I probably would share one thing with the party, and I tell them not to go that way because, you know, I don't want to really kill my new friend.
So with those perceptions, you see that at the end of each of these halls, there is a door. And looking down this way, you see the door. It's this one down here. This door is more of like a black wrought iron door with like almost a flaming visage of the fire giant itself standing there. Which you, based on what Durakar told you and based on what the door looks like, you imagine that going that door would choose to be the fire giant challenge. over this way, you see another set of doors. These ones they don't look quite as hardy, um, quite as thick, or quite as strong. But they have smaller little flames placed around them. And then Lagu, you see over on this door. The door looks it's a little thicker itself, but you see that there are almost inlays of armor with some fire sit behind it. So all of these doors are closed.
So the easiest way is probably going to be the way Zoran was looking.
See,
But the
normally
easiest
I
way
would
is
say
probably not
that.
the right way.
Yeah. See, the way he's phrasing it is just like, yeah, this is the easy way. You should go down here. And another part of my mind is just like, oh no, don't go down this way. This way is too hard. I'll probably kill you. And I'm just confronted with this as just like, okay, he's obviously fucking with me, or he's not, or he's just playing it off like he's trying to fuck with me.
How
I don't
long?
know where to go.
How long did Durkar and the giant have conversation?
We're still talking, baby.
So probably up to this point, it's probably been 3 or 4 minutes.
Okay. As he started talking, Zalana gets to about here, and she looks up at these guys and sits down and she starts ritual casting detect magic.
Okay. It goes for everything within 30 feet of you, right?
Yep.
Cool. So we're just gonna do one of these bad boys, and it lasts for a little bit, right? It lasts for 10 minutes.
Yep.
Are we just all emanating magic, considering all the magic items we have?
All right. So, with the detect magic, once you sit down and start ritually casting it, anything the rest of you want to do while Zalana is casting this and Durakar is chit-chatting?
I would go up here and say, it seems like behind each of the doors is one of the things up on the pillars. Depends on if I remember the voice correctly. It said we could go down multiple doors or just pick one. What are you guys thinking?
I don't know if there's more things behind the doors. I think if we go down this way, those fire elementals are going to attack us. If we go down this way, those Mirrodins will attack us. If we go down that way, the giant will attack us. But anyway, all the doors have a challenge, but only one of them is right. But all the doors have possible rewards. If I had to guess, I think this way might be the right way. It has a decent challenge, but it is not the easy way.
So there's 3 ways. We have
Yes.
low level, mid level, and hard level, and each of them basically determines what type of rewards we get at the end. At least that's my understanding of it.
Only
Well,
one of them is correct.
But
yeah, only
each,
one of them is correct.
But each grants rewards.
Yeah, each grants rewards, but that's the thing. Because if we screw up, I have a feeling that all of them basically will attack us, so it really wouldn't matter. So it's more about, so yeah, each of them will give us a reward, but at the same time, we have to be careful that, choose wisely.
Well, I'm still pretty fresh off that fight.
About this time, Zalana, your
Yeah.
ritual completes, and you obviously sense the magic on yourself and the items coming from yourself. And any items on anyone within your 30-foot radius, you can sense their magical auras and any items that they have. This fire giant, as you stand beside it and kind of look over, it doesn't seem to have anything especially magic about it. I mean, it's a big, strong dude. It seems like the most that it has is more of like it has abjuration magic emanating from itself, and you, knowing enough about magic and different creatures, know that they're inherently immune to fire. So that's more than likely what that is.
Gotcha. So I will walk to this door and check and see what it's emanating.
That door, excuse me, is emanating the almost like a magical. There's like there are two images of fire elementals on them. Each of them um, is emanating its own little piece of magic. And you see, as you study a little bit closer, you see now from each of these magical runes of fire elementals, there are lines that emit from them. Each one has, so think about two different runes that are horizontal to each other, like they're next to each other about 6 inches apart. They both look like a fire elemental, and going down from them are magical ley lines which go directly straight down to the bottom of the door. You also see that halfway to the floor, halfway down through each of these lines, they kind of tangent together in the middle and form a third rune, which then has a line from that rune that goes to the floor as well. And as you kind of study this a little bit more, these seem to be indicators of methods by which to open the door. You can either do it as a single key, or left single key, right single key, or pressing both magics together. Both runes together. You would imagine that the magic would run down and split into its tangent, and use the middle lock to open the door itself.
Okay. And she will make her way over to this door next.
It is identical, except that the runes that you see are of a more advanced creation. Everything else is the same.
And this one down here.
There is but one single rune. It is larger and it is about the size of your face, and it is that of that shade of a fire giant. And as you look down, it actually has multiple lines, multiple arcane ley lines that all come from it, and they all head into the floor.
What are we doing?
Well, if we're trying to be democratic about this, I would vote for this side over here. I feel like it would give us a good challenge. I feel like I'm not sure what beast we have to kill, but
Probably
would-
those things.
Yeah, I feel like over here might be the best.
But it's not the easiest path, and it's not the hardest. I think if they were trying to trick us, there's a chance that this might be the right one.
Yeah, it is true. I mean, we're going off of rewards, so this one would have the lamest amount of rewards. This one would have the best, but it'd be more of a challenge. This one is kind of like Goldilocks at this point, so I feel like we should go at this one.
I agree.
You're going to go to the door, which is the left on the map, effectively your character's right.
Left of us. Yeah. We're going over
Yeah.
here. Yeah. Yeah. Boop.
Okay, so place yourselves wherever you want to be.
I want to be in the
Well,
back.
before we go in, I would like to do one more thing with Gentry.
Okay.
While we're talking back and forth, still in Giant, I pull out I pull off from my back the literal Giant's Flame Tongue Greatsword
hmm
that I got that time ago. And I, start talking to him and ask him, so I found this in, I think, a hill giant, like, fortress. It was abandoned. You know anything about it? I think it was like
It was a troll slaying sword.
a troll, killed trolls.
It was a famous sword for a fire giant wielded to against in a great war with the trolls.
Yeah, I say all that, but in Giant.
He looks at it and says, "It looks very, very old. I don't really know. I've been down here a long time. I haven't seen anything like that. Well, I don't know if ever. So.
Maybe it was worth an ask.
Hmm.
I put it away, and I just tell him, well, it looks like we're going to that door. See you soon.
He nods and stays sitting down.
And I start walking forward.
Cool. As you guys approach that door, you see both of the runes, and I assume, Zalana, you have, or you will explain what you noticed on these doors with these ley lines and stuff.
Yeah, I'll walk everybody through it and I'll like point it out, but as everybody starts to approach, I'm like pointing it out and explaining it as I'm like stepping back and back and back, and go behind everybody.
Okay, so after having the explanation from Zalana of the runes on the doors and the arcane ley lines, how do you wish to approach the door?
I don't know a single thing she just said.
Okay, so let's see. So
Bob's not really magical in nature. He's much more, much more not.
I mean,
You're the one who can see these lines. What do you suggest?
looks back
You-
at Zalana.
You can assume, Zalana, that depending on the combinations you push would denote how the door opens, and it's almost like you're selecting the challenge of the door. Do you want a single or a double challenge, and that will decide how the door opens.
Oh, okay. Alright, fine. But I'm not going in first, just so we're clear. And she looks at Lagoo specifically and she goes, well, you want to fight, right?
The guru raises his hands like, fight.
Perfect. And she will slap both of her hands on the symbols.
So as you slap both of your hands on the symbol, you guys all see as the runes themselves go from like stony looking with a slight red elemental outline to engulfed in flame. And Zalana, your hands are sucked into the depressions of these rune keys, and then they turn your wrists, and now your hands are in with these turned keys. As you see the ley lines from each of them sprout, and they go from like this bluish green to this red, and they start traveling down, and they splinter off into their tangential line to hit the third rune, which then ignites in this purple flame and then slams into the ground, and then you just get encased in flame. Doesn't harm you. It doesn't feel like you're taking any serious physical effects, but you don't know that you're not going to get hurt. It's all of a sudden your body is engulfed in this purple, orange, red flame, and you're just set ablaze for a second. And it feels cozy and warm to your tiefling skin, and then it just fades. And as the runic symbols light up and the light sends down to the bottom of the door, you see that the light itself kind of travels, and it begins to travel over here. And you see that it runs into the bottom of this pillar and up to each of these guys. And you see that they seemingly come to life. They start moving. They hadn't previously been moving and hadn't shown any signs of aggression or hostility towards you. And then they disappear temporarily. And then you see that they reappear right here.
Good thing you weren't in the back.
Yeah, Solana turns around. Am I stuck to the door?
No, as they
Oh, thank
reappear, your hands are and the flames that were encompassing you seem to dissipate, and you see that for a second in both of Don's eyes, they flash this like purple red, and then they come to life, and you see that each of these very well armored myrmidons, you see that they hold up 2 scimitars each, and they are very, very well armored. So they look at you. They're not very happy that they have not been awoken from their slumber. We're going to go ahead and roll some initiative.
I really thought we were gonna go through the door into some kind of big arena.
Me too. That's why I was doing this. That's why I was doing the detect magic. I did not expect this. This is fair. I just got lit on fire. Wow.
Man,
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, that's one of my lowest. That's sad.
Ouch.
God, we all roll like crap.
For real.
This one is just going to run straight here. And it's going to take one attack at each of the three of you. One at Lagu, one at Ob, and then one at Durakar in that order.
Oh damn, son.
So, and if any attack hits, it will deal extra damage. So here's the first attack against Lagu. 24 to hit for 10 slashing plus
Yep.
6, so 16 total damage, 10 slashing, 5 fire. The second one against Ob. 20 to hit for 10 slashing and 7 fire. And then the one against Durakar, who's not yet raging, is
I'm
an
not.
18 for 9 slashing and 8 fire. And that's his turn. It just comes in and almost just like a flash of lightning. You just feel these fiery strikes across all three of your chests as you just get sliced and engulfed in some flame for a split second. The wounds have cauterized themselves, but did not feel good. Durakar.
Okay. Well, now I'm angry, and you wouldn't like me when I'm angry. I'm going to frantic frenzy.
Oh shit, okay.
So I'll get those my next turn.
You do get those your next turn.
But I'm frantically frenzying. I'm taking my claw that I have on my right hand and I'm streaking it across my chest as lightning starts imbuing out of my body and my weapons.
Lightning. Okay.
Oh yeah, so 2 swings at advantage because I'm smart.
Alright, yeah, that works.
First attack.
Jesus, yeah,
That's
that
29.
hits. That hits.
13 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Second attack. Another 29 for 18 damage.
Yep. That's your turn.
I'm smart enough to realize that if I'm flanking this thing, that means the other guy's probably gonna flank me. So, I'm smart enough to realize that. Right?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, I'm just gonna move here,
Okay.
and that'll be my turn.
Alright, Ob.
All right. Well, knowing that there's a guy in the back, he's gonna come up one, and then I extend my my hammer towards him, and I hit him with a blood curse of the marked.
Right beside you. Oh, the epic here. This guy right here.
Yeah, towards that one right there.
Yeah.
And as I do that, you see like my hammer like just pulse with lightning, and I take 1 additional
Amplifying it.
as I amplify it.
Nice.
So my first attack will be at advantage. 21
That does hit.
for 13 bludgeoning and 6 lightning.
Okay.
Oh wait, and then
You get to roll an extra.
1.
Extra 1. That's
Don't
the
know
one
why I
to
whispered to you.
person. Yep, so
Yeah.
that's a total of 20. Okay.
And then second attack is a 27
Yeah.
for an additional 13 plus 4, so 17.
Yeah. You guys are doing some work on this guy. Anything else you want to do?
That's my action and my bonus action. Yep, that's it.
Okay. This other one is going to rush in, following in his compadre's footsteps. He's going to take 1. It's going to do 2 on Durakar because you're right there. He's basically catching you as he runs in. And the second one and the third swipe is going to come up at Ob.
Okay.
So the first 2 scimitar strikes, which will also get the fire damage bonus, are against Durakar. So here's your first one. 23 for 6, reduced to 3, plus 6 fire damage, so a total of 9. And then the second attack against you is a natural 1, so it misses. And the attack against Ob is a 25 for 8, plus... Oh no, I didn't click it and roll it. Plus 7, so 15 total damage from that attack as he reels from missing this one and just kind of like uppercuts you with the bottom of his scimitar, and you feel this just like instead of a lightning crack across your chest where you normally do your ritualistic blood usage, you just feel this fiery blade slice up from your hip right up into your chest and your solar plexuses. Thorvin.
Thorvin still has his ring of jumping, and with flanking being helpful, boing like a bunny rabbit.
Well, I was gonna say you cannot flank because there's no ability for that right now. But yeah, you can definitely get there 100%.
But we've got a couple of big fighters, and he can
Oh yeah,
get behind,
you now have them surrounded.
and he's
That's for
can get behind people easily enough.
Yeah.
I will go into a raid, and we will meet Daisy. She's got an eye for you. And Daisy will swing twice. Ooh.
Is Daisy a magical weapon?
Daisy is now a magical weapon, so it's a +1.
Okay, cool. Good.
And add psychic damage.
Cool. The natural one obviously misses, but the 23 does hit.
So Daisy also functions as a wand of vicious mockery.
Okay, cool. Yeah, but the 23 hits, so you can roll damage for that. With the 11, obviously, misses. 8 plus 4 psychic, and then you have 2 for rage, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so 13.
And then we will flurry of blows. And wait, that's a the bonus action. Now you rage.
You raged.
So,
Yep. So you
I
have no
can't
bonus action left. Yep.
do that this time.
Correct. So you did do 14 damage though.
Yeah.
Okay. Lagu.
Okay, so I'm gonna go and try and swing at this guy. So give me a second. Really? Okay. I'll do that.
What's that? Oh, I'm just rolling low.
Okay, so as a bonus action, I would want them to make a wisdom saving throw, as I will use Apple Smite. Ignore the dueling style too. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, cool. So you got Wrathful Smite, you're focusing on it as your concentration for your bonus action. Cool. Alright,
Okay,
go ahead and
alright.
roll me a 19 does hit. And a 24 does hit. So your first one is what gets that Wrathful Smite damage. So do you want to keep... I'm going to say you probably want to keep that since it's max damage.
Yeah.
So is Almusa a magical weapon?
Yes, it is.
Okay, cool. So 13 plus 8 is 21. And then what's the wisdom save for?
14. The wisdom save is 14 for the Wrathful Smite.
Okay, what happens if they fail? When they do fail with a 1.
Okay, so when they fail...
I tried to click a button and it didn't like it. That's the button.
As a creature must make a wisdom or be frightened of you until the spell ends. Okay. It is in fact a creature. I'll say, yeah, it's a creature. So it's frightened of you. Put a little spooky symbol on his face. Spooky! It's frightened of you, it took damage, and you hit with your second attack as well. So you can roll damage on your second attack as well.
Awesome.
10 more. This guy is looking, comparatively, when he first attacked you, really bad.
Okay. And that would be the end of my... Yeah, that would be the end of my turn.
Okay. Zalana.
Zalana's going to shout to Ob, hang in there, and cast a 4th level healing word for 13.
Yay.
Yay. And that is a bonus action. So as her action, we're going to need this one in front of Lagu to make a con save. Wow, max damage.
Frostbite.
Let's go.
Let me
Fail.
check something. I want to check something else because I can't remember if frightened gives them disadvantage on checks when they're in sight, or if that's just ability checks. Let's see. I forget. It says disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls. Cannot willingly move closer. Cool. Nope. So just con save of a 9, and it takes 12 cold damage. And it's in Death's driveway, guys.
And it
Not-
has disadvantage on its next attack roll, no matter who it's to. So
Death's driveway.
Yes.
Damn.
that's
It's not on his
driveway.
door. It's
Perfect.
in its driveway.
Yeah.
His driveway. Well, get out of the car.
You know, the driveway is where a lot of men cry, so this makes sense.
Sit in the car,
Aw.
just
And Death
crying.
driver her.
Hasn't opened the
Out of the
garage yet.
driveway.
It's just in the driveway. It's
Then-
scared of
then-
Lagu, so it's just gonna
Death
turn.
driver her.
It's gonna get completely out of. It's gonna turn its eyes away from Lagu, and look at Durakar because it can still see Lagu looking at Ob. So Durakar, it's gonna get disadvantage on its first attack against you, and it's gonna take all 3 against you because it's scared of the thing that's opposed the other way. Which
Acceptable.
because it's going this way, Lagu, if this thing happens to survive, it's actively not looking at you because it's afraid. I'm gonna give you advantage on attacks against it because it's trying to get away from you but cannot get through all these people. So, the first attack against you, Durakar, is at disadvantage, and it is a 14.
Misses,
Cool. The next 2 are just regular beefy boy attacks. 1, 2.
hits, and misses.
Cool. So you're gonna take 8 slashing, reduced to 4 plus 6. So you're gonna get 10 total damage. As it's just like you see that the fire in its eyes is burning it more frantically now. It's almost like it's starting to rage out of control, and it's real scared. Does it get to make a save at the end of its turn? Yeah, it does. A wisdom check. Is that a
Yeah.
wisdom save at the end of its turn? Cool.
Yeah.
Let's see if it's still spookified of you. Probably will be. It's not very wise.
Yeah.
It's no
Very
longer
classless.
it's no longer spookified. All right, cool. Well, since that's at the end of its turn, it's still not looking at you, so you would still have advantage if this thing makes it that far.
Go for it.
If it doesn't make it into the garage.
Well, I'm taking my swings at that guy.
Okay.
Not advantage
that
because
guy.
there's no.
Yeah.
So.
You can reckless.
I could.
But you get all this extra damage now because you're doing your lightning stuff.
Oh god.
All right, I'm gonna
And it's
reckless
frenzy.
Great Weapon Master.
Oh,
Oh
shit.
god.
Yes,
All right,
get it.
do it.
Do it.
Remember, you have the Great Weapon Master thing in Beyond 20.
Yeah, I
now.
do.
You can-
I did it.
There you go. So roll me that beautiful bean footage. 22 plus
Oh
16
wait, hold on.
plus- Yeah,
Hold
plus your
on,
lightning damage.
hold
Roll that
on.
too.
Ooh, that's a. Oh,
20,
28.
Holy
36.
shit.
You
That was
turn
attack number
around.
1.
You turn around with the claw and you just like uppercut through its gut and you whole arm up through its. Because I want to just so you can see what I'm seeing here. So basically, where the fire is on the bottom part of its armor right there, and where it almost looks at the mouth, you take your arm and you shove it, your clawed arm, up into its insides, and you unleash the lightning from your claw and just eviscerate this fire from the inside.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I do reroll the 1. Because I
It
have
did.
great. Oh,
It
did?
auto
Yeah.
rerolls it for
Oh,
you
it autos because I have the feet
because
and the
D&D
thingy, the
Beyond
fighting
is-
style. Oh my
D&D
god.
Beyond.
D&D Beyond, baby.
More often. Hey, I'm gonna do the exact same thing to the other one.
Do you want to step into an oh, you're already reckless, so all your
Yeah.
attacks are reckless.
Yeah.
Now, so it doesn't matter. Yeah. You don't
So,
even have to move because they're reckless. So there you go.
I can Great Weapon Master over and over again. Right?
You absolutely can.
Oh,
you have
well,
2 more
that's-
attacks.
Yeah,
Holy
this is
shit.
gonna be a Great Weapon Master.
Get
Alright.
it, get it. Get it, get it, get it.
Yeah, that hits.
That's
And
how we
then the
do it.
lightning.
It's- Okay. 24 plus 6.
30. Solid
30.
30.
Jesus.
So
Okay.
that's the first one. Here comes the next one. Same
Mhm.
thing. Great weapon.
Okay.
This feels good, guys.
I bet.
18.
18 just hits his armor class.
Oh, and then
Yeah,
here's
28.
here's the lightning.
28. Jesus. What is that?
37.
37 more damage. Jesus criminy, man.
67 damage that round?
On that
To
guy.
that one? To just that one?
Yeah, you did like 100 damage, I think. Something like that. But yeah, that's
You don't fuck with Durkar.
that's your turn.
That's my turn.
He went from being like around the corner of Death's house to like
103.
very much in
103
his-
damage total
he's like
that round.
He's pulling into
Shit.
this driveway right about now. He's like popped it into neutral and he's coasting in.
I'm just cleaving into this thing, but
Ob, you're up.
there's foam and spit flying everywhere.
Ob's gonna step down, and he's not gonna try to match that, but he's gonna do his own.
I believe in you, Ob.
There's a
Uh-huh.
24 for 17
Yep.
and a 27
Yeah.
for an additional 18.
Look
So
at you.
my two shut up. My 2 attacks I don't think met one
No.
of your 3 attacks.
No.
I'm not saying I did poor, but I'm just saying, and then I would step back because he has a +2 to intelligence, so he would know that
Yeah,
he should
it's alive barely, and it's its turn, and it's real pissed that it just got annihilated. by
actually
this big dude.
real quick, could I have used my reaction to have this guy make an attack against him?
You used both your blood curses,
Oh, I did, you're right.
so no, you can't kill my own guy with my other guy, because that's what would have happened. Anyway,
Drunken
he's
master
taking-
blood with blood curse.
it's just
Yeah.
rude.
You can do
Anyway,
a lot
he's
of
gonna
that.
he's gonna take all 3 attacks against you, Durakar, just because you just like blew up his friend and then
I
destroyed him, too.
accept it, sir.
First attack.
They have advantage. They all have advantage. They
Oh, you're
all
right.
have
So,
advantage.
all right. Here's the first attack then. 20 for 10
Yeah.
plus
Oof.
plus 10, so
Oh,
15 total,
15.
15 damage. Your second attack against you is a 15.
No.
All right, and then the third attack against you at advantage,
Yes.
an 18 for 9, reduced to 5 plus 10, so
Jesus.
15 more, so 30 damage total.
All right.
How you feeling now?
I'm at 9 health.
All right.
Never seen
Thorvin,
Dirk
it's
go
your
that
turn.
low.
No, you have.
Yeah, I've knocked him
Oh,
out
yeah.
before.
Yeah, that's right.
I used a monk and a dragon. It takes that. But you know who we are.
Yeah, that's true.
Thorvin, it's your turn.
And I want to let you know that was higher level Durakar.
Yeah. Well, you're not even in 3 digits anymore. Anyway, Thorvin.
Like, time for the dance. Time to dance.
That hits. No, it misses. I lied. 21 will miss. 17 misses. 16 misses. 16 misses. Unless, do you have reckless attack? Well, you didn't say you were, so. But yeah, all those miss.
I have it because I do have 1 level of barbarian, but I wasn't doing.
Okay. Yeah, all of those miss. 16, 17,
Um,
16. They all miss.
Well, then I'll spend a key point to try to do flurry.
You can't do flurry unless you hit with the attack.
Oh, I can't. Okay.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Plus, you're already unarmed. But yeah, that's your turn. Lagu.
Okay. Who is gonna come over right here? And
Flanking.
alright.
You hear the disappointment in my own voice.
Yes,
as
I
there's
know.
4 more guys before my guy gets to go.
I just want to let you know, you are the one who gave me the claw.
No, I'm not mad about it at all. I love it. I love seeing people happy and excited. Like, I need some giant jump in the fight. Wow,
I should have reckless attack in hindsight.
that,
oh, well.
that misses.
Okay.
That also. Oh wait, flanking 23 hits.
Yeah. I'm gonna add a divine smite to that, by the way.
How much? Let me tell you. I don't want you to waste a spell slot, so roll your damage first. You kill it, 'cause it's really close.
That's not the reason. When I do divine smite, I do this.
Oh, okay. Oh, there you go.
I feel like.
That's nice. Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, if you want.
Okay, great.
I did not know that was a thing. So you kill it with the attack, and then whatever smite damage you do is gonna just blow it up. So it's dead, and you can just roll your temp hit points that you want to hand out. Divide it however you want to divide them. So 2d8
take 'em all.
plus. You want to take all of them? So
I'm
2d8
just
plus
fucking-
7.
No, I'm not that mean. It's 13.
13.
Let me see. Alana is a wizard by chance, right?
Yep.
She's the only spellcaster. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna give you at least half of that because obviously, just in case. Durkar should be okay. I
should be with his 9
should
HP.
be. You'll be fine.
Durkar needs a nap.
Yeah, you need a nap. I
How do
will
I add
take.
that?
Yeah.
Go to conditions.
Oh, it's in conditions. Okay.
Yep, and you gotta put 2 levels of exhaustion. It's out of the
Oh
world.
shit.
That's what it does. It gives you 2d8 damage, but you also get the extra level of exhaustion on top of frenzy, so he gets 2 instead
What
of 1.
class is this? Ugh.
He's a berserker, and I created him a homebrew item that gives him 2d8 extra lightning damage at the cost of an extra level of exhaustion when he's done.
Okay.
So it's like not a thing that he's gonna use all the time, but it's like, because a level of exhaustion randomly in battle is a lot, especially when you get 2.
To say, yeah, I mean, you're immediately down to half movement.
No, that's 3.
No, it's 2.
No, 3 is
3.
half movement, 2 is a disadvantage on all attack rolls.
Yeah, it sucks.
Good job, everyone. You guys. Oh, whoa, you look bad. Some of you, Thorvin, you look good. Do we want to?
No, 2 is half, you're right. But disadvantage on attack rolls, I thought they were combined. Whatever. He's slow and can't attack well.
Yeah,
He's
I'm just
slow.
gonna kind of take out my fluffy pillow, lean it against this fiery post, and start going to sleep.
So you complete this combat, and the fire giant steps over the river.
Durkar!
Oh.
Durkar!
Just knock him and just like, hey, wake up. Translator. Translator.
Your
What?
friend's here! Your friend's here! Ah! And I jump behind Lagoo, because he's the biggest. Since Durkar's laying down.
And then he kind of squats down, like puts his sword in front of him and plants his arms over it and real far in and says in giant, surprisingly well done. This is what
I
you
don't
have
know
earned."
what you're saying, but if you're here to hurt us.
Thorvin,
Dave,
just
Dave,
shut-
Dave,
Thorvin, just shut up for a second.
He reaches into his armor and he grabs like this. To him, it's small. He's like holding it between his fingers and throws this chest out in front of all of you. And you see as it hits the ground and topples open, just coins just spill out everywhere. And looking through and counting them, there is the equivalent of 1,000 gold pieces in that chest. He goes, I mean, if you would have fought me, it would have been, well, 5 times that, but you know.
I'm not really interested in fighting my friends right now.
So you each get 200 gold pieces from that. And he says, I can offer you a respite here if you wish.
Oh,
can-
my
you can-
man, you got
can
somewhere
re-
nice?
You can rest here for a few hours and then continue to where I think you're looking at you, Durkar.
Wait, what? I didn't hear the last bit of that.
He said you can stay here for a few hours and continue on to where he thinks your brother is.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna translate and be like, all right, listen, he's a good dude. We're friends, all right. His name is Gen. Treat him with respect, or I'm gonna slap you in the face. All right.
I mean, you threw out gold, so we're not really complaining at this point.
Exactly. So respect him, and he'll not kill you. He said we can rest here. Or he has a place we can rest. I need it. If you can't tell by the sudden bags under my eyes, I am tired.
So
I'm
mechanically,
dwarven fortitude, but after those blows you just did, I can see why you need a rest.
So mechanically, you'll get the ability to take a short rest here if you wish. Roll whatever hit dice you want, or do whatever abilities you get back on a short rest. Whatever you need to do, you can do. But mechanically, he basically says you can sleep right here on the bridge where you are, and says you can just chill there. And he steps back over to his little platform.
Okay.
Any place a little cooler?
You'll be fine. It's okay. Everybody just sit down and relax. Try to recover a little bit, but I'm also gonna help. And Zelana pulls out her wand and she starts drawing in the air, and she's drawing like a story in the air as she goes. And I'm gonna cast a 4th level prayer of healing during our short rest. So everybody gets
Alright.
22 health back from the prayer of healing.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you guys all get the 22 healing. You can roll whatever hit dice you want to roll if you need to roll them. you get all your short rest abilities back. You can arcane recovery if you need to arcane recovery.
I'm going to do that.
Okay, I got a stupid question.
Mhm.
This is good. This is gonna be something me and you and possibly Kenzie will have to talk about after the game, anyways. But I want to ask it just because it's funny.
Mhm.
Is there any way? I'd be willing to spend a lot of gold. Would there be any way to like maybe magically infuse my fluffy pillow so that I can get a long rest whenever I use it?
No,
Like the
There's-
effects of a long rest.
there's not. But if you would spend the money, I would say you could get it infused with the catnap spell.
What's the catnap spell?
The catnap spell lets you spend 10 minutes and get the effects of a short rest.
Oh, dude, I'll spend the money for that.
And that's like a once a day thing, though. You can
I'll
only,
spend the
Wow.
money for that.
yeah.
So,
So you,
Thorvin had a dwarf-only feat, which means anytime you take a dodge action,
yeah, you can heal yourself.
you can spend
I
hit
like
dice. So I
Nice.
don't even need to do short rest to spend my hit dice.
Yeah, I like it. But yeah, let's take a, let's say, 10-minute break because I have to go to the bathroom and get a drink and stuff anyway. What are you trying to do both of? Divine Power and...
And the arcane recovery.
Oh yeah, because this Divine Power is just a bonus action to do that. So you
Sweet.
can do that.
So,
Awesome.
So you can do that.
Before you run off, Thorvin would go over towards like, "Hey, Gentry, want some dwarven ale?"
He doesn't understand what you're saying because he doesn't speak common. But he does see the ale and he like reaches out his very, very long greatsword and it reaches across the way, almost like he's sitting it out, like for you to put something on it.
I'll stick the jug of ale on the great sword and then
He
thanks for the gold.
he brings it back over and like with his fingers just like pick it up. It's almost like a tiny fancy person teacup and just like drinks it. But yes, so we're gonna take a quick let's say 10-minute break. And then we can come back and finish this bad boy out.
Alright, be back in 10.
All right, so we're back from our little break. Lagu, unfortunately, started to develop some turtle sickness and has to depart back to the guild. At least they're gonna try to get back there. Um, He's gonna run away for now. He'll make it back to the guild somehow, some way. But you guys, as you finish your short rest, um, you see the fire giant points to the door that you touched with the runes, and he just hucks his great axe at it and just knocks the thing right down. And then he, as it crumbles, he points for you to head that way. And as you guys head through this door, you find yourself here, on a cliff, surrounded by lava at the edge of it, with a circular dais of metal in the middle held by 7 chains to the surrounding cliff. And this, you can kind of feel like it's very translucent, but there is a weird, fiery, emanating magic bridge in front of you, it looks like. What do you do?
I exist in the moment.
Okay.
I ponder the meaning of life with my 8 intelligence.
I'll go step up and kind of poke the bridge and with Daisy, with his foot, make to see if it's solid.
What is the meaning of life?
Seems decently solid.
I've heard it said that it's 42.
Would
Get
my
over here.
18 intelligence with a -1 tell me it's 42?
It wouldn't tell you that it's not 42.
That's fair. How did I roll that?
I don't know.
We'll see what happens is you rolled a 19, but you lost one. Because
Yeah, but how
you
did I
lost
roll a
March.
19? I never.
The bridge feels like it could be traversable.
Hey, does the bridge
Oh,
look like
gotta
it
be.
feels traversable?
Their card doesn't know that word.
It feels sturdy. As long as the magic's keeps intact, we should be able to cross it.
You guys trying to cross the bridge?
He's made
Alright.
deals with trolls before. You don't know what words he knows.
That's true. As you guys walk across the bridge, it feels kind of bouncy and almost rubbery under your feet, but it holds.
Of course, I could just dump it. Yeah, I could just dump it off.
You can only jump as far as you have total move. If you don't have over 60 feet of movement, you cannot jump 60
I
plus feet.
could do a double move. I could move 80, and I could jump 63 feet horizontally.
There you go. But yeah, I mean, you're walking across it, it's fine. So,
I could, yeah, I could jump that distance.
You're already walking. What's the need for jumping?
so as you get onto this platform, as you start to approach the middle,
I should be a Mexican.
as you look
Definitely.
down, you can see way down in the distance. It looks like there's something, but you can't quite tell what it is. It looks like an additional landing pad or something. And this place is surrounded completely by lava, and you're held maybe 40 feet up from the lava right now by these chains holding this plate here.
You guys think it's a bed down there? I'm gonna put my money
No,
that's
I don't
a
think
bed.
it's a bed.
I'm hoping it's a bed.
Actually, I could do a lot further than that. Let's see here.
What do you guys want to do?
I could jump 120 feet with using all 3 my actions. Oh, well, this seems like a dead end. Oh, there's something in that.
So there's something, it looks like there's something down below us or above us?
Below.
Below? I can go check it out real quick. And then Ob would sort of fly down 20 feet, flapping his ears.
You're just flying into a fire funnel.
As you start to
Why?
fly down, it is very hot, very quickly. But as you're flying around, it looks like there are lava bubbles that are trying to float around you. And you see down, it looks like almost like you're looking into a snow globe. There's something inside of it, but it seems to be the only reason you're seeing it is because as the lava explodes, you can kind of see through it, and there is stuff down there.
Flying elephant. People might pay a lot of money to see that in a circus.
Oh no!
What did you say?
I'm joking.
If you want to kill him, I'll help you.
No murder. We have to murder other
Yeah.
things, not each other.
Yeah, you want ale? I get some wine too.
I do not drink, especially with your kind who find humor in the enslavement of others for the painted one's amusement.
Who was
And
talking
he
about
would,
slave? Who was
Charlie,
talking about
he would
slavery?
ignore Thorvin at this point and turn to Durkar and Zalana and tell them what he saw down there.
Really hate circuses for lots of reasons. Yeah. So you guys hear what Ob tells you that there is something down there beneath what looks like a strong snow globe-esque thing, but there's lava surrounding it. What do you do?
We got some rope. If we want to get down there,
If we want to get down fast, we can just jump.
that's safe.
I mean, I
It
can make
looks-
it safe.
It looks like it needs to be broken somehow, the thing beneath, for you to get in, or else you will be encased in lava.
Something heavy we can drop down there.
Maybe we could drop this platform.
Possibly. Those chains could be busted.
Yeah, we could do that.
But at the same time,
I don't have a way to break all of them at once.
Well, you have magic. Why don't you just shoot at the thing down there?
My only shoot. So Solana, she like starts talking, then she stops. She pulls out her wand and she aims it down. Sure, I'll cast a chill touch down there, which is necromancy magic. Eh.
You just see the necromantic hand just disappear into the lava. Seemingly no effect.
That seemingly had no effect.
It doesn't look like it worked.
Bob would try to like chuck a spear down on it just to see.
Okay, roll an attack. So you throw the spear down, and it hits it, but it doesn't seem like you produced enough force to do any real. And then the sphere falls into the lava and is destroyed.
That off my equipment. I don't think we could throw anything down there that'd be strong enough.
Let me go talk to Gentry. I can go talk to him real quick.
maybe we didn't go the right way.
No, I feel like this is the right way.
Yeah, he said to go this way.
Let me try one more thing. And I would like to cast a cold chromatic orb down there. I crit.
As you throw a cold chromatic orb down there for 31 cold damage, it seems to frost the top of the glass a little bit and produces a few cracks, but still not enough force with which to shatter it to let you down there.
There. I helped. Who's next?
Wait just again. How deep? How far down is that?
40 feet down to where... It's 40 feet to where Ob went before the lava bubble started exploding under him, and it was probably another 20 feet past that, so it's probably 60 feet. It's 60 feet down from where you are, directly down there, but that's under 20 feet of lava that occasionally explodes enough that you can see down in there.
I got 50 feet of rope, but the place to tie it off, it'd only get one wood rope, would only get 20 feet down there.
Yeah, but then it get burned because unless you have fire-resistant rope, you'd be sitting down in lava.
Fire resistant. He looks over toward the tiefling.
What?
I'd like to inspect these and see if, like, do they appear that these are solid chains, or is there like a release mechanism or something on there that we might be able to activate?
Roll me an investigation check. There's no release per se, but it does look like they could be broken.
And does it look like we would need to break all of them, or could we break enough that, like, the weight of it would just cause them to collapse?
You don't know.
Okay.
We need to break. If we're gonna break them, we're gonna want to break this chain, and this chain, and then try to break the other four simultaneously.
What do you do? Have fun with that. I'm gonna just kind of go sit down.
You don't have a way to slow our fall, do you?
Yes, I do. That's why I thought we could jump.
I still think we need to break these chains if we're gonna drop something heavy enough to break through that orb. Does anyone else have a better idea?
Looking through my stuff, I didn't bring anything heavy.
Alright, you wanna
Maybe
try?
make them break all at once.
Are the chains the only thing keeping this platform in the air?
Yes.
Guess if I got a crowbar, that can be the heaviest thing I've got.
Looks like these chains go out quite far and are attached deeply into the rock and the cliffs surrounding where you are.
Just for my sake. Okay.
You want to try and break them?
Is there a
Or what are you
point
gonna do?
at which they're all connected? So, is it, or are they like lodged into the stone, like the stone walls?
Yeah. They are lodged independently into 7
Okay.
different spots. Yeah.
I think Ob's got the best idea, but I'm not too sure how we're gonna do it.
Don't look at me for help.
Well, you're pretty strong. I
and-
think if we break these 3 chains and then we each try to break the other 4 simultaneously, and then Zalana, you can hopefully just hold us in the air while we watch it fall.
Yeah, I can catch us all, but he does have a giant armory on his back. She points to Durkar. He can just chuck all of that in the crack that I already made.
Absolutely not. They're mine.
Isn't? Oh no, she wouldn't know about the brother thing. Okay.
The muscles, they're not feeling great right now. I can't, I need a good night's rest to really feel, you know.
Now you're probably not going to get it here. If anything, it's going to get way too hot for you in like 2 hours.
Well, I'm also not too keen on falling into lava.
That's fine. I can catch you for that, but I can't keep you cool in this heat.
I mean, what's a little heat? I've been to the tippy top of freezing cold mountains.
That's cold. This is hot. There's only
There's
you can bundle up in the cold, but there's only so much clothing you can take off before you're removing skin when it gets too hot.
You guys wear clothing when you go to the tops of mountains?
No.
Yeah.
I don't.
Well, no, not really anymore. Not since I got these. And she points to the white tribal markings on her face.
I didn't realize we were supposed to dress up for mountain adventures.
No, but on more than one occasion, it is recommended that you wear pants. She kind of like gestures her head down a little bit.
These are my pants. It's comfortable.
I don't think Thorvald could resist at this point. He would say, if anyone wants to start taking off some clothing because of the heat, you ain't got no problem here.
Nope, I'm good. I'm heat resistant. Solana just keeps looking at the thing.
Why don't we go speak to the giant again?
Wouldn't
You going
hurt.
back to talk to Gentry?
As he starts walking away, Ob would yell, "Hey, Durakar, check to see if his axe is still there. Maybe we can drop that down the hole."
I'm gonna go walk to the homie and the axe.
All right, so you walk back to Gentry, and you see that the greatsword that he threw into the wall no longer there. It seems he has retrieved it. I think he has it on.
That's fair.
Right, and so I'm gonna do this real here. We're gonna do one of these bad boys.
Oh snap! One of these bad boys.
Yep. So you see Durakar leaves, and these guys are all gone. Gentry looks up and goes, "Why are you back? I thought you were going that way."
Yeah, we went that way, and we found a platform. Now, I listen. I know you got a job to do. I get how it is, you know. But is there anything you can tell us? There's really nothing in there. There's this orb thing.
Oh, the thing under the lava that protects
Yeah.
the throne room?
The throne room.
Yeah, that's where I figured you were going since you came here, and that's where your brother is, or the dude that looks like you. He looks like you is.
Well, where's the throne room?
You just told me where you saw it, under the lava, in the
That's the
protective
throne.
dome.
Oh, that's the throne room
Mm-hmm.
in the lava.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot
We
of
don't
work
get
for a
to do
throne
it.
room.
I mean, he got down there just fine, and then they reset the trap. All you gotta do is bust some chains, and you'll go crashing in. It's not complicated. You're strong enough, I think. If he can do it, you can do it, right? You're not a weakling.
No, but I am tired.
Really? You're gonna give me the old "I'm too tired to do my job" thing again?
Listen, I assume no, you really haven't been outside of here, have you?
Nope, not really.
I'm what you call a berserker.
Uh-huh.
I fight like what I did before with the claw and the smacky smack and the boom boom lightning. That made me really tired, and I need like a really good night's rest to kind of get rid of that tiredness.
Well, you're not gonna get that here.
Yeah, I figured.
The only way out is in. So, gotta go. I mean, I guess you could just leave, but if I recall correctly, your friend, when they left, they collapsed the door behind them, so you're kind of stuck. Unless you have other ways to get out.
He did what now?
He walked out and then the door collapsed. So I don't know if it was him or if it just happened. The place is old. Shit happens, breaks sometimes.
You know, that makes sense. That makes sense.
But yeah, let's just go break some chains and go find your way.
Alright, I'm gonna head back, but before I do, you seem like a pretty cool dude, pun
Mm.
intended.
Mm.
I'm gonna take out like a little piece of paper. I'm gonna very horribly write my address.
Don't you dare. Oh, God.
And be like, if you ever get topside, pay me a visit. And I kind of crumple it in a ball and throw it at him.
A giant walks down the street.
He's.
Can
Hold on.
Durakar come out and play?
I'm going to roll a dexterity saving throw to see if he catches it or if it ends up burning in the fire. Oh, he catches it. Yeah. So you see him reach up and snag it, and then he looks at it for a second, trying to decipher giant, maybe.
I would have written it in, our
Yeah,
mutual
enough.
language.
Yeah, so giant. And he goes, well, if I ever make it up, I'll pay you a visit. But people tend to not like giants in most of the top towns, from what I've heard.
Yeah, well, you tell them that you're friends with Durakar, they'll leave you alone. They'd
mean-
probably, no offense, but they'd probably be more scared of you and tend to leave you alone if you tell them you're with me.
I mean, I'm pretty big, but alright, I'll tell them. And he puts it into his pocket and just says, alright, I got stuff to do.
So
And
do
you see-
I.
And you see that he is just doing something with this big ball of, like, magma rock that he has.
Badass. Alright, I start walking back.
Alright. You make it back. You guys see, let me get you on the map here. You guys see Durakar just come back. What have you guys been doing as Durakar went to go talk to Gentry again?
I'm just gonna stay here, and then while they say their stuff, I'll,
I would be looking at the chains and saying, I'm pretty sure that we just need to smash them. Thorvin, head over there. Once Durakar gets back, we're gonna at least try to take out a couple of them.
I got Indian, I got a crowbar.
I rev my warhammer up.
Alright. Are you guys going to try and break them before he gets back, or are you waiting for him to return?
We are waiting for him to get onto the platform, or at least hear what the fire giant told him.
Alright, so as you guys are... Zalana, did you want to do anything in particular while this is happening?
I guess probably come down here and say, I don't know if I can melt them, but I have a way to hurt all three of these at the same time.
So as you guys are doing that, Durakar makes his way back onto the platform across the bridge after speaking with Gentry, the gentle giant. The now gentle giant.
The now gentle giant.
Alright, so here's the dealio. That's also a word I know. Learned it from a good friend of mine, who will remain nameless for his safety.
Jeremiah was a bullfrog. He was a good friend of mine.
There you go.
It was Glennon. He's been teaching me how to read.
It's true.
Glennon's really nice. They're a nice person.
Yes. So here's the deal. Down there, that's a throne room. Apparently, there's a trap. This might be the trap. We have to break the chains, and the breaking the chains will get us into the throne room. We don't have to guess anymore. That's actually what we have to do.
No, we are talking throne room as a king, right? And not a porta potty.
Ew.
I would assume so, because there's someone in there.
Well, there still could be someone in the porta potty.
I don't
Are
think.
we gonna smash chains, or are we gonna talk about shitters?
Smash change plate. Smash chains, please.
All right,
Alright.
I'll give
Smashing
this
this
one down
thing.
here an attempt.
Okay. So whoever is trying to attack the chains, give me athletics checks. And Durakar, I'm pretty sure yours are disadvantaged because you're exhausted.
Yeah.
Nice.
Can I rage to make it a flat roll?
Sure.
Okay. Athletics?
Yep.
Okay. Well, it should be 20.
You all rolled decently well. So you're trying to break these. It seems like your individual efforts on each of these chains is a lot, but it doesn't seem to be enough to break any of these chains individually.
Okay, everybody, we're gonna try this one more time. I'm gonna get the other 4. And Solana
And
holds
just
up
to
her
be
wand.
clear, I'm not trying to break it. I'm literally grabbing it and trying to rip it out.
To clarify, so you know specifically what I was referring to, it looks like you didn't reach the threshold with which to break each of them individually. It looked like they just needed more force for each one, and that it looks like it's a multi-person job.
And I rolled a natural 20 on one of them, so we're gonna have to do this together.
Okay.
I might be
Ob will
able
come
to-
down and help Durakar try to rip his out.
Well, I mean, if we wanted to break these in succession, I could cast Scorching Ray and heat up the metal on each of those, and then you guys could try to break it from that. It'd be hot, but it would give you a leeway.
We might try that next. I'd rather not be grabbing hot metal.
So are 2 of you aiming on one, or 3 or 4?
Yeah, I think Durakar and I are gonna try to take on that one.
Okay,
Yeah, we'll
so the
try to
2.
help Thorvin.
All right, so
Yeah,
the 2 of
take
you.
the crowbar and I'll use my axe.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So the 2 of you at the bottom, Durkar and Ob, roll athletics checks, and then the other 2 of you also
Can
roll
I just-
athletics checks.
Can I just keep slapping myself to stay in a rage?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, the other 2 of you roll checks for.
Athletics.
So the 2 of you got yours, 27, 24. Cool.
Oh, I was keeping the
18. Oh, gotcha. No,
Yeah.
so I didn't realize you didn't roll. So 24 and 18. Okay, and then Thorvin and Solana.
Do I get advantage because I have a crowbar?
Sure.
Yay! Yay, wizard!
Okay, so Ob and Durakar, with your combined strength, you rip at this chain, and you put all of your might and all your strength and and you bend it and bend it and bend it, and you snap it just enough. You beat the DC for that one. The 2 of you, Thorvin and Zelana, you feel like it's starting to give, but not quite enough. That even with your combined scores is not enough to break it.
Ob would slap Durakar on the back in like a hearty fashion and say, "Let's go take care of that one."
Yeah, let's do this. All right.
Okay, so the 2 of you, Zelana and Thorvin, you can roll athletics again if you so choose.
I take the slap as keeping my rage.
Exactly.
Cool. I'm gonna give you the natural 20 on that for 29, but still
Oh,
with a 35, that's still not enough, and a 33 is also not enough.
I just want to say that it is amazing that a natural 1 is still an 11 for me.
Yeah. That
So you
is
guys are
pretty-
both pulling and pulling. No, actually, 35 is enough for your guys because of how decent you rolled before, and you got a natural 20. I'll give that to you. So your side pops as well, but only because of the natural 20 backed up what you had. So that side broke. But Durakar and Ob, your guys is just not giving. It's bending, but it's not breaking.
All right, let's keep at it. Slap myself in the face.
There we go.
That's what's up.
Let's go for that one, Thorvin. Let's try to maintain some balance.
Beefy
With a combined 47, you wrap your hoofs and your trunk around it, plant your feet. Durakar wraps his arms around it, and you guys just with ease just
This
rip it out.
would like you some support.
Oh, dude, with a hoof squad.
So yeah, if we take
Zelana,
this one out-
Thorvin, you
Yeah,
guys
that's what I
can
was
roll
thinking
me athletics. Zelana's is with advantage, and because this is the first roll, it's just straight for Eric. So 25 is not enough, unfortunately.
All right.
Okay, you guys going down there to break that one?
I'm still slapping myself.
Yep.
That's fine. All right, give me athletics checks. 21, 25. You guys are just in the combined 46. You break that one across too, and it just rips right out. Zelana and Thorvin, you guys can try and rip that one out again if you. 18 plus 10, 28. It's just not given. It's just not working.
Solana lets out a scream and she's gonna give it one more try. Ah!
All right, you guys can both roll again. A 19
Oh,
and a 17. Okay. Cool. With the extra effort and the amount of times you have been pulling on that one, you have lowered the DC enough where you guys just managed barely to break it off its hinge. And so now there's only two chains hanging, and you're like
2 chains.
your weight's kind of starting to make this thing swing a little bit, almost rotating back
I
and
was
forth.
worried about it spinning like a coin now, but so this is holding it from spinning like a coin still.
This bridge up here is not necessarily holding it in place. Bridge is still there, but it's not. Doesn't look like it's holding it from moving any way in particular. it's kind of leaning towards your guys' Thorfinn and back towards Ob and Durakar. It's not like flipping a lot, it's just slightly starting to falter one way or the other.
Okay. Seeing Thorfinn and them head down there.
Alright, so because you guys have pulled 5 of the 7 so far, the overall DC of each chain is now lowered significantly. So are you
Whoa.
going to all try to pull these at the same time?
Yes,
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
we're trying to time it.
Okay,
Uh,
cool. So you guys pull on yours.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, that didn't roll with advantage. Shit. Sorry. 9. 28. 9. Jesus Christ.
Just do another one with advantage since it rolled a bunch of weird.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
So as Zalana, you get this nervous energy, this nervous bump of adrenaline as you start to feel this thing kind of sway back and forth. Durakar and Ob, you just do what you've been doing. You rip it right out. Thorfinn, you're there and you're pulling all your might, and Zalana just like slides in, and you see her just pumped, and she's like, you can see this panic, and you guys rip it simultaneously. And as you start to feel yourself almost fall backwards, you guys just yeet it out and break all of the chains, the last 2 simultaneously, and it begins to fall.
Bravo!
Yes, it begins to fall, and you guys don't. It doesn't fall. You don't come off of it. You're basically hunkered down on this giant piece of metal as this metallic dais falls and falls and
Solana
falls.
shouts, "Everybody get
Oh.
together!" And she grabs Thorfinn's hand and starts dragging him towards the middle.
What are these? Where they're connected to the dice to the disc? Are they still the connections here? Did we break this chain or did we break it here?
You basically broke it at the connection right there. I just drew lines through it to show that they had been broken.
So the holding on to these might be better than running into the center.
Trust me.
Okay.
As we
Okay.
all finally get closer, as soon as we're all within range and close enough that if we need to pull each other, we can. Zalana will cast Featherfall.
Okay, so you guys start falling and falling and falling and falling, and you see this thing fall below you, and all of a sudden, you guys start falling slowly. And as it you guys fall, and it kind of groups you all together here, just drifting down. You see that this metal dais slams into this covering, and you hear this crack and this shatter, and you guys end up landing right in the middle where the circle is, effectively. And as this metal thing slams and you guys land in the middle of it, you see that for a second, all of the walls around you seem to collapse and lava almost seeps in, but then you see the big metal circular dais that you were on, almost like it's being pulled by magnets, gets sucked back up to the top, and the chains that you all broke just all reattach, and you see that this barrier of like force materialistic energy kind of appears around you and entombs this room again, and you guys find yourself here. You find yourself, that's effectively where the circle was, and you see that all around you, this is just a wall directly behind you, but ahead you see a throne all the way at the end of this path. You see on each side of you there is lava. It's probably 20 feet down from the path that you guys are on, and these edges right here basically have little rivers flowing down off of it. It looks like it's trying to fill the area all around you, the moat, but it's not quite filling them.
No, not a porta potty. That's good.
This would be a very hot porta potty.
I'm gonna start taking some steps forward.
This is so pretty.
It's also very hot here.
Yes, Alana doesn't care. She's like, this feels fine.
Yeah, I don't care either. Knowing
Ob's ears are definitely flapping, but like not the vigorousness that he uses when he's flying. Just like definitely like, cooling
are
himself.
you keeping up with them? Alright, cool, there you are. Cool. Alright. Yeah, as you guys are walking and you're kind of taking in this serene area, so hold on one second there, Durgar. So where you are right now, like where this hallway is right now, like this base where you guys are on, up to these edges here, so it's 20 feet down to the lava, and it's 80 feet up to the top of those walls. So these lava
Whoa.
streams are running down effectively 100 feet from the top to the bottom. Just so for like measurements, just so you guys
it
know.
would be
Like this to this is 80 feet down. So you would you cannot jump 80 feet directly up and diagonal like that. Mathematically, it just
so
can't
it'd
happen.
be 60.
So-
I mean, so 60 feet up and.
No, it's 80 from right here to the lava is 100 feet down. And you guys
Oh,
are 20
okay.
feet above the lava, so it's if you were equivalent, like if you went directly across like this, that where the arrow ends is 80 feet above you.
Yeah, high
both
jump
sides.
is not gonna get that high.
Yeah. So yeah, it's basically all around. It's that high, and down beneath you is 20 feet. So like I said, that lava runs down 100 feet.
You would see someone looking at it, kind of trying to measure, trying to in his brain,
Yeah,
see if
absolutely,
it's possible.
absolutely. You can continue. I just wanted to make sure for height and stuff, people knew where they were.
I begin walking up these stairs.
You get up these stairs, and you see that there are a few little braziers just kind of emitting a little bit of smoke, almost like there's incense burning slightly in them.
I would like to try to smell the incense just to figure out like what it is.
Sure. Roll me a smell check, an investigation check. You can do it with advantage because you got a big ass nose.
Damn
So-
straight I do.
There's no one here. It's empty.
So up there where that throne is, it looks weird because the throne, you can't actually see the seated part. It's almost like you see the back of the throne and it's facing away from you. So
Okay, it's like Dr. Evil.
Yeah.
He's gonna turn around.
so with a 17 investigation, it just smells like religious incense.
Okay.
As you approach, you hear a deep, deep laugh. And you hear from the other side of the throne a voice that says, "So I see that you have made it to me. You finally come to challenge the owner of the throne, have you? Trying to ruin everything I'm doing, stop me from taking the power that I so very much deserve." And you see that you see that they kind of stand up, and you see as this creature stands, you see two coming from above the throne. You see as they stand up, you see there is a long braid of black hair running down the back, and this really thick musculature of very dark black skin. And as you look at these horns, it looks like what Durakar's horns would look like if they were complete. And this person turns and faces you, and you see there is a large black minotaur wielding two golden scimitars standing across from you.
Actually, we're here to talk to you about the Book of Morden. And I believe we've got some Tiefling cookies for sale.
He just takes a few steps this way. Like,
They're
I'm
really
not interested
good.
in your book or your cookies,
What?
but I am interested in sacrificing you. So if you would
Ooh.
please just bow down here so I can behead you and make it quick and easy.
Don't really have time today. Maybe next Tuesday?
Well, I have all the time in the world. As you see, he holds arms with his scimitars. They're ready.
Zolana will step forward.
Mhm.
She will get to here. And she will stretch out her arms and say, "All right."
I
You're
want to
going-
bull rush him. I want to spend all my movement possible to bull rush him.
What's your movement right now?
It's 20. I can bull rush him.
No,
I
you
bull
can't.
rush him.
You can't reach him.
5, 10, 15, 20. I can movement. If I spend all my movement, I can.
He's 30 feet from you, though.
5, 10, 20, 25.
So from your actual token,
Yeah.
he's 30 feet to you. Because
And
you
if
got
I,
compass
if
growth.
I dash, I have 40 still.
Oh. Can you do the bull rush after you dash?
Yeah.
Oh.
The horns.
Well,
yeah.
so let me ask this. So Zalana, were you basically dealing, waiting for him to come up and try to behead you?
I was standing and waiting for him, but I wanted to hold an action when he got close to me.
Okay, we'll say that you're holding an action for if he gets close to you, and as you go to hold the action, Durakar can take off. So basically, what will happen in conjunction is he will have taken one step, and Durakar starts to charge.
Okay.
And then instead of him taking his next step, he's going to brace himself for the inevitable hit of a Minotaur on a Minotaur.
Cool. Can
I
can I
rage
jump?
while I'm running?
Can I? Oh, sorry.
No, sorry. I just wanted to say I was raging.
And then I was hoping as I feel Durakar run past me, I want to jump in and try to get off my held action as Durakar makes the impact,
Okay, can you
like a team attack.
can you rage while you are? So what's the actual attack you're doing?
My
Let me ask
horns.
So
Oh no,
what-
I can't. No, I can't. No, I can't. I'm just doing my horns. I will rage after.
Okay.
So I'm gonna horns.
So first of all, they charged. These two actions will kick off, and then initiative's gonna start. It looks like. Durakar, roll your attack with your horn. Misses. Zalana, whatever I don't know what your action was that you were doing.
Okay. I was actually holding bestow curse,
Oh, okay.
so I spring at him. I just have to see. Yeah, it's this one. So I'm gonna cast bestow curse at fifth level on him.
Shit.
Okay. A wisdom save. Huh?
Wisdom save.
Man, he's not very good at these.
Come on. Yes.
But what does Bestow Curse do?
So fun fact, because it's at 5th level or higher, it does not require concentration for me. So even if he hits me, he's still stuck with it unless he shakes out of it. Choose one of the following for him to do, and the one that I'm gonna choose is while cursed, the target must make a wisdom saving throw at the start of each of its turns. If it fails, it wastes its action that turn doing nothing. And he has to beat my spell save DC to be able to do anything with his turn.
Okay. Alright, well, we're gonna go ahead and roll initiative. It looks cool.
Alex is like, fuck.
No, it's okay. Trust me, I've planned for a lot
Wow.
of inevitability. So
I was gonna ask him questions, but I was like, I'm not gonna bother. Well, he got less than me, so I'll take it.
alright. So Ob, you're up first.
All right. Okay. So I am going to, as a special, raise up my warhammer, and almost like if you've seen Guardians of the Galaxy, when Ronan the Accuser twists his warhammer to do whatever little attack against it. It basically does that, and you see a bright green. It looks like an elephant skull, but it is. It's basically an elephant skull brand itself onto his right shoulder as I hit him with my brand of castigation. And then for a bonus action, I'm going to drink a potion of growth.
Okay.
So if you could boost my character size, por favor.
I refuse.
Okay, that's cool.
I get you.
And then 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm going to make 2 attacks against him.
Okay.
And I'm not sure if you saw, Alex, but I had recharged my lightning after that short rest.
Oh yeah, I know. They
Okay.
all get to recharge.
Well, no. I meant I remarked myself.
Oh, you remarked yourself. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
So that's why I'm not at full health. So attack number
Okay.
1 probably misses.
Ah, yes.
Attack number 2 also misses. Womp womp. Okay, that's my turn.
Okay, Ob, after your turn, you guys see that the lava rivers that are all around, you see he kind of whips his arms up around and throws them towards all of you, and I need all of you to make dexterity saving throws as the layer action of lava spray.
Ooh, so
Wait, let
this
me
is
make sure. Let me make sure this is the one I think it is. Oh, this is not the one I think it is. So you don't have to worry about the dex saves. But that's for the. He has 2. This is the second one. The first one hasn't taken effect yet. You do see, however, Thorvin, because you're in the back and everyone else has taken off and you haven't, that as he still does whip up the lava, but you see that 3 of the rows back here are engulfed in lava and they're gone. So back here, you see that the
Ooh.
that is gone now.
Oh,
That
boy.
is that is lava that has taken over the bridge.
Oh no.
But Thorvin, it is your turn now. You did see that, so as a free action, if you want to, you can pass that message along because they're all in its face. But you do. That took your attention. You saw it real quick, so you know that is
Oh,
gone.
got a time limit here, everyone. And then you mumbles to himself about breakfast being the most important meal of the day, and he will grab a pastry and shove it in his mouth, and then wash it down with a potion.
Potion you use.
Assuming I can do both of those.
One would be, we'll say this, your potion could be your bonus action, and your other thing can be your action if you're going to do that.
So it's a pastry of haste and a potion of growth.
Okay. Cool.
Now, does the haste action start immediately, or?
We'll say yes. You have your hasted action as the only action you have left. So you have your movement and your hasted action. So.
If I rage, will it go away if I don't attack?
It does, but you can't rage because you used the bonus action to drink a potion.
Okay, so then he will just take his move back.
Everybody's getting beefy.
I still have a standard action.
No, you use your standard action to eat your pastry of haste.
But then the pastry of haste, well, the hasted action is then
The hasted action is 1 melee attack, or the interact with object, or dash.
Oh, so it can't be a spell then?
Correct.
Oh, interact with an object. He will point Daisy at him and say, what's good insult? I'm tired. My brain is Basically, he's been using Daisy as a wand of vicious
Call him
mockery.
a stupid head.
You know, gold. You know, gold after Labor Day. It's so out of fashion.
Okay. And it's what?
Vicious mockery is what's it? So, I guess my save would be. I guess this is the first time I'm using it.
Is it a charisma save?
Yeah, probably would be a charisma save. It's an item. So, but
it would be 8 plus proficiency plus your spellcasting. We'll say as a monk barbarian that you use wisdom. So 8 plus proficiency plus wisdom, and that'll be what it is. But he
didn't write down
rolled.
On this copy of the sheet. I didn't write down proficiency. Proficiency should be plus.
What level are you?
Level 9. Plus 6?
It's 4. It's plus 4.
Plus 4. Okay.
Yep. So 8 plus 4 plus wisdom. So 12 plus whatever your wisdom is.
So the 14.
Okay, so it passes with a 15. So that fails. You have movement. You can still move somewhere if you wish. Otherwise, that's your turn.
He won't get into range yet.
Okay. All right, Durkar.
Oh, baby, it's time to risk it all. I'm gonna look up at him. I'm gonna look at him, and I'm gonna speak in Minotaur. And axe in hand, I'm gonna look up at him, and I'm gonna shout in Minotaur. I am Durkar, champion of the Thunderhorns tribe, ruler of the arenas of Erden, and I will take your head. And I slash my claw across my chest, going into my second frantic frenzy.
You yell this at him, and he just looks at you blankly like he doesn't understand a word you just said.
Oh, what a loser! Not knowing Minotaur? Fine, get Great Axed, you nerd. Fine, get Great Axed again, you nerd. My rage isn't on, but that's 2 rage damage if that hits.
20. Okay. Yep. Yeah, he
That's
doesn't
my
speak.
turn.
He doesn't speak Minotaur, which is kind of fun.
He's a Minotaur!
He's actually not. So
Minotaur.
he just looks like one.
Minotaur is giant.
So he has to make a wisdom save, right?
He what?
Like for his turn now? Because that was your
Yes.
turn, right?
DC 16.
Okay.
So he can do whatever he wants on his turn.
Okay. But it still maintains.
Yep, he can try to break out a bit at the end of his turn.
Oh, okay, cool. So he can make 2 saves in turn. Got it.
Yep.
Awesome. So you see him, ironically not understanding what you're saying. He looks down at you and goes, "Puny Minotaur, I am Torgar Steelfist. I'll kill you myself." And you see that his gauntlets light up. And he lets out this roar, which you all recognize as a roar of rage. And he is going to take 2 attacks against... Who do we got here? We're going to do 2 attacks against Durakar and 1 against Ob, because Ob is big and right there. So here's the first scimitar attack. Against Durakar, 13 to hit.
That misses.
Alright. Second attack,
That hits.
25, and so you would take 20 total damage. So that's 9. You actually take 11, not 20. And then he's going to take, as he takes 2 scimitar slashes at you, he is going to go ahead and take a horn attack at you,
Ooh,
for 25 to hit
that hits.
for the second damage, because he's raging, so 20 piercing damage.
Oh,
So, and then he gets to make a wisdom save at the end of his turn, you said?
Yeah, to break out of
Break
it.
it.
DC 16. It's still there.
He looks and he just kind of just like snorts for a second. It's your turn.
Okay, can I like scoot through everybody and get to here, not leaving his melee range provoking attack of opportunity, but getting on the other side of Ob?
You could go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You could do it that way.
Yep, let's do
You want
that.
to scoot, or if you want to do the old scoocheroo.
Scoocheroo, yeah. Do. And I'm gonna look up at Ob for a second, and then I'm gonna point at his trunk and be like, do you mind? Not giving any other context other than that.
oh God.
Do you give me your trunk?
Yes, yes, I do.
Okay.
I lower my trunk down to you.
I grab the end of your trunk and I pull out my wand and I stick my wand down in it a little bit and I mutter an incantation. And because you are a willing creature and I can do this as a bonus action, and I have done this on, Alex has seen this. I have done this on a on an elephant person before, and I'm doing it again because I think it's hilarious. I'm casting Dragon's Breath from your trunk.
On the trunk. Okay.
So you can cast Dragon's Breath as a bonus action through your trunk, and it's gonna be cold damage anytime you do it.
That is awesome.
So you will roll, and because I'm casting it at 4th level, you will roll 5d6
5d6.
worth of cold damage. If you have 50-foot range, you're gonna have it for a minute. It is concentration for me, but since it's a bonus action, I will reach into my pocket and I will pull out the greater healing potion and I will pop off the top and I will shove it, not into your trunk because I just basically filled it with cold and it's probably getting icy at the end, but I will shove it in your mouth and I will force feed you one of my greater healing potions.
Okay,
And
roll.
is that a
roll.
full? Is that a full potion, Alex? Because I'm using. No, it's rolled because I'm feeding it to him, right?
Correct.
It's 11. It's not much, but it's
Oh.
something.
So
Okay.
just so you're aware, he cannot cast Dragon's Breath as a bonus action. He has to use action to do it, to cast the spell.
I
You
thought
can
was a
cast it
bonus
as
action.
no, it's for the creature can use an action to exhale energy for 15-foot cone. It's a bonus action for you to give it to them, but they can't use a bonus action to then cast it. They have to use their action to cast it. So,
Okay, I don't care. I think it's funny. I have
Okay.
the end of your trunk is starting to freeze.
but you get 11 healing points back, and you have a cold snoot.
I do have a
Um,
cold snoot.
That is the end
as
of my
this,
turn.
all right. So at the top of the round, his other layer action. Now I need everybody to make dexterity save, please, or take 8 lava damage. So it's a DC 15. So anybody who passed takes 4, but everyone failed except Durakar. So Durakar, you take 4. Eric, you take 4 because of evasion, and the other 2 of you take 8.
I take 4 because I'm resistant to
Oh, yeah.
fire.
So yeah, Ob, you take 8.
Oh, and
Feels real good.
your cold trunk is gone. I'm sorry.
Aww.
Aw,
Mm.
I was gonna sneeze on him.
I know that would have been fun.
And Ob, it is now your turn.
Okay. Oh, 1 second. Sorry, I should have looked at this beforehand. I apologize. It's gonna suck. I'm still gonna do it. You see Ob reach into his one of his pouches, and he pulls out this small syringe and just shoves it into his chest. As he pops one of his little potions, or not potions, but one of his mutagens. So this is probably going to. Nope. Okay. Cool.
Do the strength mutagen.
Yep. So that boosts that up, and then I'm going to make 2 attacks against him again.
Is it a bonus action or an action to use the mutagen?
It is a bonus action to consume the mutagen.
Cool. I forgot, and I have one. I just do it out of combat, so I don't actually know.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So that's a 21 to hit,
Yes.
or 17,
Yes.
and then a 17,
Just hits.
or an additional 13. So 30 damage total.
Alrighty. Second layer action. You guys see, those of you who now notice that it's gone, that the floor had fallen before. You see that about 15 more feet of the floor before is gone. Thorvin.
Thorvin is going to move up here and rage for bonus action, and then he will swing Daisy 4 times.
Are you using flurry of blows, or are you doing your?
I'm hasted, so
Hasted only gives you 1 attack. So, just so you know. So I'm trying to figure out your 4th attack. So I know you're gonna get a 3rd from.
my movement is
attack?
to move up. My bonus action is to rage.
Yeah.
And then I get 2 standard actions for hasted.
You do.
No, you get 1.
You get 1 attack, and your hasted specifically says that, so you would get 3 attacks. So.
Yeah, hasted
Oh,
doesn't
okay.
hasted doesn't
Yeah.
give you a second action. It gives you a second attack.
But it's still 3 attacks. So
Yeah, it's still
Okay,
3
so I
attacks.
get 3. Okay.
Yep.
I just didn't. Yeah, I was like, wait, are you doing offhand? But yeah, so you get 3 attacks at advantage because you're flanking. You get your rage damage.
And I'm going to use. Oh, well, I have advantage since I'm flanking.
Yeah.
Maybe I
Mhm.
won't. I
Yeah,
won't.
you're-
Reckless, I was gonna reckless attack, but I guess I
You
won't
have.
now.
Do you have 2 levels in barbarian?
No, we just want.
So you
Oh,
only
wait.
get. You can't reckless anyway. You don't get that until 2nd
Mhm.
level. So just so you know. But yeah, so you're flanking, you get
you're
advantage.
right, I don't have. Yeah. I
But yeah,
only
you have
one
advantage anyway because you're flanking. You're good.
level. It's been so long
He
since
is
I did
surrounded by beefy
One.
boys. 25 hits, 23 hits, 20 hits. Yep, so just roll your 3 damages. 8 plus 3, 10. Alright, so here, we'll do this.
And he gets. Let's see here. That is.
You're gonna get 2 on top, 6 more
He
total.
had any ex-lovers, he had the memory of them screaming in his head, or like, or 15 psychic damage of any ex-lovers.
Alrighty, you did 50 damage. So, Durakar, it's your turn.
If I go here, will I have advantage? Where do I have to go?
Technically, I'd say yeah, because he's so big, sure.
Okay. So I'm gonna Great Weapon Master.
Okay.
This first one, at least, to see how it goes.
Okay.
Oh,
I added your rage damage. That's where
Okay,
you got
you
the
did,
50
okay.
from. Yeah, I just added 6 because it's 2 per attack. So
I had
Yeah.
forgotten. I'm glad you remembered.
yeah, that
Does that
hits 22,
hit?
22 hits.
Sweet.
Yeah.
And there's the lightning.
Alright.
I'm gonna repeat the action.
Okay. That also does hit.
You're a madman.
And the lightning.
Jesus.
Beautiful.
And then the same thing for the last one.
Get him.
Okay.
Crit. Crit.
I hope I do.
Crit. Crit.
Nah.
That's
Nah.
still a beautiful roll.
And then the lightning. Oh my god!
Beautiful.
I'm just leaving into him.
He did 115 damage. You're welcome.
Oh, D&D Beyond, thank you for being so good and letting me use my, I actually remember Great Weapon Master now.
He has to roll a save, right? At the beginning of his turn?
DC 16. He wastes his fucking turn.
He is going to use a legendary action to pass.
Bastard.
A legendary resistance to pass, sorry, not an action. So he passes, but he can't use another one this round after that. So there's that. He can't double save on his own turn. So you at least got that going for you. So he's going to take his turn. He is not pleased. He's having what the kids call...
Oh my god, he just has it for 8 hours.
Yeah.
Oh my
And
god.
And it's
Until he
not-
passes.
Until he passes, and it's not concentration for Zalana, so every time
Oh
she
my
gets hit, he's stuck with it.
God, I didn't read that part. Oh my god.
That's why I use such a high level spell slot.
He is not stupid. He knows that you, like him, are pretty solidly resisting stuff, so he's going to turn... Well, he's going to turn to the first big thing that's in his immediate view, and he's going to just rip out on you, Ob.
I
So-
figured.
Here's your first attack. That's another one.
That misses, thank God.
Here's your second attack.
That does
30
not.
for 23 damage. And then he's going to, as he's taken 2 swipes with his scimitars, he's going to turn, try and gore at Thorvin to get him out of the way, so he can try and get some breathing room here. That's just for flavor. If he hits you, he won't push you, just so you know. That's a 29 to hit you, Thorvin.
Hit.
Not both. It's not both of them. It is the second one. Yeah, it's the second one. So you take 22 piercing damage, but you're also raging, so
Oh,
you take
11.
11 as he hits you, and his horns don't sink as hard as he would think that they would. You see him snort angrily, and his eyes dart between all of you, and then land back on. God damn it, Zalana. Oh wait, I gotta make a save, right, to see if he can break it.
I mean, yeah, if you're gonna remember.
Of course I'm gonna remember. But with my 2, he's still going. Anyway,
Okay.
you're up.
I mean, I got one other fun thing that I can do, and I have flanking, so I think I'm gonna
Yeah.
try it.
Do it.
I'm gonna reach out and try to, as he turns around, I'm just gonna slap my hands on his back, and I'm gonna try to cast Inflict Wounds.
Oh, Jesus.
And I'm gonna use my last 4th level spell slot
Crit.
for
Oh.
27 for 33 necrotic damage, as I just
Whoa.
slap him really hard on the back.
That is
Slap his ass for 33 damage.
a
No,
lot of damage.
just his back. She's like, no, I don't want to touch that.
Good game.
Is that your turn?
Ah! Yes. Yeah. Yep. That is
Alright.
That is the end of my turn. Not even
Top of the
wasted.
round, I need everybody to make a deck save as the lava waves up and splashes down around all again. So it's a deck save of 15. So Eric, you won't take any because you passed. The rest of you will Zalana and Durakar will take half. No, you both. No, Durakar takes full,
Yeah, well, I was gonna
and
ask.
Ob takes full, and Zalana takes half. So 8 and 4. Because so many people pass no resistance and stuff that it's all blending in one. Ob, it is your turn.
All right. I really don't want to.
Doesn't he get damage because you castigated him?
Oh shoot! Yes.
Is it every time or once per
It's
round?
whenever he hits. Let me see. I think it's every time. I completely forgot about that. I'm pretty sure it's every time he
You are a
hits
5-foot creature, right?
me or something within 5 feet. So that'd
So
just be
you and Zalana.
yeah,
It's how much?
and it's 2,
So 2 total or 2
Oh,
each
five,
time?
five,
2 each time.
Okay, cool. So he took 4 damage from swinging. But yeah, it is your turn.
Man, I really don't want to waste my entire turn doing this, but would you allow me to take 2 potions, one as an action, one as a bonus action?
Sure.
Okay.
If you're the action one, you'll get max on whatever it is that you're doing because you're taking your action to do it.
Equipment. They're both greater healing, so I'll just roll for this one. So 14 plus 20. Okay, I'm feeling a little healthy again.
Okay.
But that's my entire turn. So.
All right. You see this time as he's looking more and more beat up and getting angrier and angrier that the lava pools around him are raging even harder than before. And you see that now, not only do you lose the normal 3, the path seems to be disappearing quicker and quicker. It's climbing slowly up towards the steps. Thorvin.
Sullivan is going to just full on raise assault against this guy.
Okay.
So we've got 3 attacks from Daisy.
Are you doing, so you're doing your regular action attacks and then your hasted attack,
Yeah.
and then are you
And-
doing any bonus action attack?
Then he will use flurry of blows with the
Okay.
strike.
All right, so let's do this first before we do your bonus action damages, because those will be a different thing. The 15 does not hit, that misses. So roll your damage for. Oh, it's a 20. They're all at advantage anyway. So
Yeah.
roll your first 3 daisy damages, so I can do the math for those.
And
Those
I
roll.
forgot last time, because I'm lodged, it adds a D4. And
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I forgot those as well.
all right, so let's do this. 11 plus 16, 15. Roll 3d4 for me.
Oh, come on. So
Plus.
dice roll, 3d4, 8 damage from being lodged.
Okay, so cool. This will be me adding the damage from those first 3 attacks because they all hit. So now roll your non-critical damage because I want to do that one last.
For the unarmed strike.
So the unarmed strike, yeah. Roll that for me. So that's 10, and then
Plus
you
a
get
D4.
plus a D4 plus 2 from rage. So 15. Okay. Then roll your crit damage. So you just roll unarmed again, and then I can just add it in my head. It's gonna be plus 6. Okay. So unarmed damage.
Plus 10.
Plus 10.
Yep. So it's gonna be 6 plus 6 is 15 plus 4 is 19 plus 2 is 21 plus 3 is 24. Cool. Got it.
God.
What was the total for that
Eric.
attack?
A lot.
24 plus 53. So
Damn.
77.
Damn.
Not even close.
That's still a
He's
fucking lot.
he's starting to look pretty hurt.
I'm not quite as much damage as Durakar, but I could probably take a little bit more with the...
Alright. That's your turn, I'm assuming, unless you're running anywhere.
No.
Okay. Durakar.
Great weapon master.
Of course.
Yeah, I don't have a great weapon master, and I have a hand axe. You've got a great axe.
There you go. 23 does hit.
And then the lightning.
Alright.
So I could have tried to do stunning strike, but with his con,
Nice.
good chance he would resist it.
Okay. I'm assuming you're attacking 2 more times.
It's safe to assume.
26 is gonna hit.
Yeah, there's the lightning.
Crit.
Okay.
I hope I do.
One more attack.
Come on.
Great weapon.
Do it.
No, but it's
Still-
still a lot of damage.
Still a pretty hit and lots of damage.
And then here's the lightning.
Jesus.
Holy shit.
It feels
He-
so good.
He is on death's driveway for sure.
I'm going to just leave him for me. He's a minotaur. I should get this.
He's got to make a save here because it's a turn. 16?
Meat to beat.
All right, that's your thing. Cool. So he is not pleased, obviously, with the fact that you are fucking him up. He's just gonna go ham on you, Durakar. He's gonna go Minotaur for the scimitars. First attack. Wow. Second attack.
Hits.
17. So that's 18 plus 3. So that is 9 plus 3. So it's 12. And then he's gonna horn attack you.
Oh god.
That
30
hits.
for 11. So you take 11 plus 12, so you take 23. And then he's got to make another save, right?
To try to break out, yeah.
He's going to use another legendary resistance and break it.
Oh,
which
what a
just
jerk.
Succeed. I mean, you had to know if I passed it the first time, I was going to pass it the second time. He was going to use it and get out of it. But, alright. Zalana, it is your turn. You see that he just, like, angrily just shakes off this thing.
You know
It's
what?
cursed.
You know what? Touch you again.
You're gonna try and curse him again?
Yes. I'll try to do it again.
I will say, it's no longer his turn, so he could technically do... Oh, god damn it. He's just gonna take the curse. Take it again. He's lived this far with it. What's another time being cursed?
Hold on, let me put the little thing, because this one I can't bypass.
You gotta concentrate.
Yeah, that one.
Oh
I
shit,
can
he's not exhaustion level 4. You can try to reach exhaustion level 4 does, so when Durakar gets messed up here soon, I know it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be really tired.
You're gonna be real jacked up, man.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay.
Let me check. I don't think I have anything else that I can. Actually, since I didn't use it, as my bonus action, I'm going to harness my divine power because I couldn't use it on the break, but now I can.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do that.
Alright. Oh, so you get a spell slot back equals up to a 3rd level spell. No, 2nd level, I think, right? Because
It
you're...
is 2nd level for cleric, yes.
Oh, cool. So you get 2nd level spell
Yep.
back. Back to the top of the initiative. I need everybody to make a dex save or take 9 fire
Finally
damage.
pass.
So you take
Man.
4, Durakar you take 9, Zalana you take 4, and Thorvin you don't take any because you passed. Because of evasion. It is your turn. Dude
Okay.
is not looking happy.
Alright, so knowing or seeing how vigorously Durakar is going after this guy, for my bonus action, I'm going to mark him. But then I'm going to hold my action till after Durakar's turn, if
Are
he is
you-
not dead.
Are you amplifying the curse?
No, I am just regular since I already have advantage.
Okay. What's the specific wording of Curse of the Marked?
You can mark a creature that you see within 30 feet. Oh, until the end of your next turn. So, okay. So I'm basically just gonna hold my action at this point until afterwards.
Cool. Or do you want to just delay your turn till after Durakar permanently?
Well, he's gone now.
Oh no. Alright, well he's not doing that. Cool. You guys see that as he's getting angrier and angrier and angrier, raging and more, it has made its way up to the bottom of these stairs. Thorfinn.
Please.
Is
Durakar wants to really rough this guy up. I will, for my standard action, I will take the dodge action and roll on one of my hit dice because I'm a dwarf and I'm awesome. And we'll heal 9 plus my con, right? I believe it is.
Your dice plus your con, I think.
Yeah. So
I think.
I will heal 13. And then, as my bonus action, I will attempt one armed strike against him.
Yes, that hits.
So I will hit for the heal 10 damage plus a D. So 14 damage, and he must make a DC 14 con save or be stunned.
So you can't take that bonus action as an unarmed attack. So he's not going to have to do that. You're not going to be able to hit him because I thought I remembered this correctly, but I double checked. Specifically with monks, you have to use the attack action
Oh,
with an unarmed
okay.
strike or monk weapon to make the unarmed strike as a bonus action. So.
I guess I can take the I guess I'll just do a regular attack then. Because I can use my dodge as the bonus action then.
Yeah, you just got to spend a key point to do it.
Oh yeah, so
Actually, can't he use his hasted action to take the dodge action?
Probably. I'd have to check. There's like a bunch of things Haze can do, but that's probably one of them. Let's see.
But yeah, I'll just hit. I guess.
You get a +2 to 8. Your speed is doubled, advantage on deck saves, gains additional action. It can be used for one weapon attack only, dash, disengage, hide, or an object. So,
Nope.
no, you cannot, surprisingly, do that.
My bonus action, I could do the dodge action. I believe.
Yeah, you just spend a key point to do it.
So I'll just switch the actions around then.
That's fine. We can still use that same roll and stuff.
And then
Unless Daisy does more damage than a D6 and you want to roll damage.
it would do more damage, but I wouldn't be able to use my stunning attempt to stun him, and I'm going to attempt to stun him for Dorkar to
Oh, you can stun when you hit with a melee weapon. You don't have to use an unarmed. Any hit with a monk with a monk weapon, whether it's fist or weapon, you can try and stunning strike. It's fine. You can stunning strike 5 times in a round if you have the points and the ability to hit him. But yeah,
Get him, Eric.
Let me.
You want me to go for full on against him? I don't.
Let me try and do. You said it's a Constitution saving throw. What's the DC for it?
14.
Get him with that stun. There you go.
He is gonna burn a legendary resistance and not be stunned.
Okay.
So.
Well, I could do more attacks, but he's kind of starting to hold back a little bit because Durkar wants to. He's still going to attack him, but he's holding back a little bit for Durkar to have his big moment.
All right. So you used one attack action. You use one attack, and you use your bonus action to dodge. Cool. All right. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Okay. Durkar.
Great weapon, Master.
All right. Do it. I'm just gonna get on my calculator with the assumption you're gonna hit like a bunch of times. That hits.
I'm just gonna ignore the lightning damage and just do 3 attacks, and then I'll add the lightning damage.
Okay.
All 3 are great weapon, Master.
Okay.
That one didn't roll. Hello? Did it?
It did not. The second one did not roll.
It rolled on my sheet with the actual dice. That hurt my brain.
It rolled it.
20.
It kicked up. It kicked up, and then it for some reason gave the math in a weird way. That was
weird.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Thanks.
Yep.
You need to be on?
Yeah, sometimes it does weird stuff. All right.
It's doing the dice again.
That's fine. It'll just take a second. You can turn off that dice later.
Randomly activated.
That is weird. It gives me the totals, which is nice.
And I'm giving you my 3 lightnings.
68. Yeah, because they all hit. 68.
1. Oh, it's doing the dice again. Okay.
So
2.
that's 9. Okay.
3.
As you hack and slash away at this abyssal minotaur, you see that the flames that enraptured his gauntlets start to fade. You see that the glowing eyes on the golden belt that he was wearing start to fade. He falls down to one knee and looks up to you and grunts. Do you speak Abyssal?
I don't.
I
He
do.
He grunts something to Durakar in Abyssal, which didn't, and says, "I'm not the worst that you have to contend with. The man you work for is not who you think he is." And as he's saying this, Durakar is in such a rage because this was almost like a death rattle whisper. So you just barely caught it, Ob. As you're watching this, Durakar hacks in with a claw, and then with one hand on his two-handed great axe, just cleanly separates the head from the shoulders of Torgar's steel fist, and it rolls off over here into the lava. And you see that at that moment, the lava that was raging has one more big swell up and gets to about here. And all of that is now but you have killed him.
Does it look like the lava's not moving anymore?
Are we out of
It looks
initiative?
like it was one large explosion of lava and it has subsided, but everything that it has covered has been destroyed by lava. But yes, you are out of initiative.
I'm going to very tiredly, I know Zalana's going there, but I want to very tiredly walk up and take the throne for myself.
If the lava was still moving, I was thinking of picking Durakar up in his tired state. and
You can.
get
Yeah, you can
running.
drag him. You guys can both. It basically, to where you see it land right now, it wiped everything from that to the entrance to this place out, but the lava itself seems to have subsided and is no longer raging. Like, it's still down there, and it's still coming down off of these cliffs and stuff, but it is
Durakar would have
12
let
points of
him
resistance.
while the lava was surging. And Thorvin was like, "Alright, good job, but good job, tired boy. Man, but let me help." And he would run up here.
Yeah.
And
So
drop him off.
you see that after his head separates and rolls, his body kind of tumbles and slides closer and closer towards the lava, and eventually.
Ob would stop it and lean down, and again, I don't think anyone speaks it, but you hear Ob say something in Abyssal, but basically he said, "If only you knew how dangerous he really is." And then let the body slide. Or can I stop the body and inspect it before I let it go into the lava?
I think it's just the head that's flying, right?
Or was it just
Well,
the head?
the body started to slide down a little
Yeah.
bit too. The head's 100% in lava. The body was sliding, but you can investigate him, so you can go ahead and roll an investigation check if you want.
16.
You
Mostly, I'm
see-
looking at like the things that I noticed, like the gauntlets or the belt, since they seem to have like some magical property about them.
Yeah, so you see that all of his items seem to be magically imbued by him some way in whatever abyssal demonic power he has. Because as you're looking at the gauntlets, the flames that were engulfing them are gone. They're just now plain gauntlets that are wrapped in gold and ruby, and same with his belt. It does look similar to the belt that you see Durakar wearing, but it's golden with red on it, and it also seems to have lost its magical properties as they were being infused by the creature itself.
Okay. I would still want to take them because I imagine they're worth something if they're gold and rubies.
Yeah, you can sell them.
Okay.
But yeah, as you're doing that, the three of you, and you look around, see that on the other side of the throne, kind of seated up here a little bit towards the rocks, there seems to be a chest. And opening the chest, you guys find one necklace. I'll just tell you what they are because you can eventually identify them. Of adaptation, a single sending stone, one chime of opening, a bag with small bags inside of it, which is 5 uses of dust of disappearance, and a amulet which has a clock on it, as it is a clockwork amulet.
What's the necklace do? Sorry, I'm trying to type one hand.
Let
So-
you breathe in all situations.
Necklace of adaptation is not going to help him. Not just the clockwork amulet does. Just the disappearance. I don't imagine him being that stealthy. I don't know.
Ob would be interested in the clockwork amulet if no one else was.
Delana would definitely be interested in the necklace.
What the necklace does.
Oh yeah, pick up the sending stone.
Okay, yeah,
Like,
100%.
hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Like, hello?
Oh,
No.
Or I guess, DM, do any of the objects speak to me?
Roll an insight check.
Henry, why? Dope.
And nothing in particular calls to you.
Okay.
Since I don't think a lot of people know what like the chime of opening and stuff is, because I
That's
think
fun.
Those are fun little
He opened any
neat
lock.
items. Yeah,
Wow.
basically opens doors. Gets used 10 times, just like a free door open. But yeah, so there's those things. You guys can split this up however you want, and whatever you guys. I'm gonna give Kwashi one of these items. So
What is the clockwork amulet? He might be interested in that, but he's speaking into the sending stone. Hello? Is anyone there?
you get a hushed message back that says, "Not now, later," and that's it.
I like that.
He
Is
was like,
Durakar
okay.
leading towards anything?
What's that?
I was asking Pi if Durakar is leading towards
Um,
anything.
Personally, for my own sadistic reasons, really the only thing that calls to me is that sending stone.
We'll see who's on the other side. Clockwork amulet, what does it do?
I think you can basically just choose like to take a 10 for a roll, isn't it?
Yeah, you can choose to take a 10 for an attack once a day. Like if
Have
you
to
roll
into it?
and you don't think you've hit, I think you have to decide before, but you can just say, I'm taking a 10. It's like the
Yeah.
Pathfinder equivalent of, I take a 10.
You have to attune to it?
No, it's not attunement. That's why Ob was interested in it.
Here's what it is for the particulars of it all. There you go. Yeah, it's just one of those things where you just take a 10, and so once a dawn kind of thing. So if you're like right on the edge, you can use it. Yeah, the area doesn't look like the lava's getting any worse. It kind of, everything that has destroyed up to pretty much where the fight ended is destroyed, and it's kind of like sunken away into the lava pit. But it doesn't look like anything around here is immediate threat to you. What is everybody's passive investigation?
That's
15.
useful. So the
Passive
dust,
investigation?
The dust
Yes.
of the amulet is what would be most useful for him.
I have a 9 passive invest.
Okay. I'll let you guys figure out loot, whatever you want in a minute, so we can finish this up. With your passive investigation, you notice something about the chest that doesn't seem right. I'm gonna make you guys smaller just because
That's fair.
taking up a lot of space. You guys can still be large, but you're small now.
After a little bit, it would wear off.
Yeah, something just seems off about this chest. Like something, as you're kind of looking at it after there's a lot of the items out, notice there just seems something not quite there.
Can we look at it?
Can I go to investigate it further?
Yeah, you can go ahead and give me either an investigation or a sleight of hand at advantage.
I'm gonna. Are they both at advantage or no?
Either one. Whatever one you choose is going to be at advantage.
Okay, I'm gonna do the investigation thing because that's a positive number. How about a nat 20?
With a nat 20 on your
Plus 5.
investigation roll, you look and something just happened to catch your eye for a second, almost like this glint that kind of like the light permeating from the lava kind of made something glitter. And as you reach in and look, you kind of feel around the edges and you find that there is, like when it's lifted open, you see in the top compartment, the inside of the lid, you run your finger along the seams and you find there to be a little trigger, and you pop the trigger and a little slot falls open, and there is an envelope inside.
How big is this chest?
Just a regular 2x3.
Uh,
But
I
you,
Can I take the chest with me?
yeah, you can have it at the end. Yeah, I don't care. But you get the, you pull this envelope out.
Yep, I pull it out and I open it to read it.
As you open the envelope, you see in very familiar calligraphic looking handwriting a short letter that says, let me ask you this first. Are you reading this aloud or are you reading it to yourself in private?
I'm reading it to myself in private at first.
You look at this letter and I'm going to whisper to you what it says, and then you can, well, there it is.
Ah.
You see the end. You see the back half. I don't know why it does that. It's stupid. This is the front half. So this is, it says, if you're reading this, I'll assume you've survived and are ready for the next step in the initiation. Be warned, it's not as easy as today's test, nor is there only one test remaining. Thank you for your assistance thus far, and I look continuing our work together. You'll hear from me again soon. Volstrucker Xavian.
So I would basically read, or not read, but say that it's a letter from the person who hired us, congratulating us on a job well done.
Oh,
And then
that's
I would
nice
put
of her.
the letter into my pocket, without listing the name or anything like that.
That's odd. If he could come here and put something in the chest, why would he need us?
Maybe that guy stole the chest.
I mean, you saw how powerful his or how gifted in magic his assistant was.
Half falling asleep, Durakar is gonna pipe up and say, I have dealt with him 3 times now. I feel like I deserve to know his name.
Alas, it just says VX.
Roll a deception, Ob,
Yeah,
and
can it-
Durakar.
Can it be a persuasion, or is it
No,
deception?
you're lying.
No, you're lying. You're lying to him.
Oh,
And
6.
Durakar, you can roll an insight.
I have disadvantage on these.
Yes, you do.
You've disadvantaged on everything. You've
insight,
disadvantaged
I
on
would-
breathing
It
right
rolled
now.
dice again.
Turn off the dice.
I don't know why it turned on.
I heard them crash.
I got a 9.
Because one was
Ob-
a crit.
Ob rolled a 6, so
Yep.
you recognize that Ob is not being completely forthright with you.
At least whisper it to me.
Did my 7 catch anything even though it's a critical failure?
No, it did not.
Maybe when you're stronger and not so tired. He doesn't mean stronger as in that. He's meaning when you're not so sleepy.
I was gonna say stronger. Wait till I get rid of these 4 exhaustion points. I'll whoop your ass, boy.
Can we all just gather up here so we can go back home? It's kind of hot in here, even for me. And Solana will pull out the transportation scroll and the piece of the guild and start reciting it. Basically, like,
Durakar's
I'm
gonna-
leaving. You guys better be here.
Yeah.
Durakar's gonna stop Zilana for a second
What?
and very sleepily try and write up a note. and hand it to you. And he says, "Take my gold. That's my address. Let the 2 people living there know that I am king. This is my throne, and I won't be home for a while. I am staying here. I am tired."
Okay. Do you know how to get out of here?
I'm sure I'll find a way.
Do you like food and there's more to being king than a fancy chair.
I have food. I'll be okay. I'll find my way home when I'm awake. And he passes out on the spot.
Oh, well, that makes it easy. She folds up the note, puts it in her pocket, recites the spell, and takes all of them back.
And they have to be willing to go. That's one of the first parts of the spell. Any teleportation or plane shift, it's you and willing creatures, and if he's not willing,
Then he
you
has
can't
to beat
make
my
him.
spell save DC, right?
Nope, you just can't make him.
I
You
thought if it's
can't-
an unwilling creature, you can try to force him to
So
make
the
spell
way this would have to work is effectively if you're trying to you can't both force an unwilling creature and take. You could either cast plane shift on him alone as an unwilling creature and send him, or take all of you who are willing. You can't do both with one cast. You have to use 2. So you get to pick. Do you want to send Durakar back against his will, or try to, and potentially him pass, and you all stay, or just leave him here?
Hey, I don't entirely agree, but it's his choice.
Okay, then for the sake of it, Solana basically dumps all spell slots but 1 into Durakar to heal him.
Durakar is effectively now fully healed, because I imagine you can get up to 94 hit points for that.
Yes, I would be.
And
able
I'm
to have
gonna
that
be
with-
taking like a million long rests, so eventually I'd be up there.
It's gonna take him 4 days to recover.
Yeah.
Minimum.
You're
So
gonna be down
okay.
in 4 days.
So
And-
you
Solana would leave him her 5 days worth of rations she has. No, sorry, 10 days worth of rations she has.
Would,
So you,
leave,
put him on
would
his
leave
lap.
him some rations and a skin of wine, a flask of wine that he has.
Yeah, I would leave that. I can buy more when I get back.
all right. So you guys leave him with a bunch of supplies, and you lay out the scroll. You start chanting the spell, the arcane words and whatnot. Grip hands with both Thorvin and Ob, and you see Durakar just passed out on the throne.
I was leaving
and-
the mess kit.
And you leave the mess kit, and then you teleport and just are yoinked through space, and you reappear back in the Dungeon Delvers Guild minus Durakar. The 3 of you, and as you appear, just
Get out of
right
here.
in the middle, Dusty looks at you and he goes, well, I thought there'd be 4 of you, since one already returned, but I mean, they left these for you. And he pulls out 3 bags, each with the 650 gold that you were promised, each with your name on a little tag attached to them, and just a little note inside each one that just says, "Until we meet again, signed VX." And with that, you all complete the mission, make your way back to the Dungeon Delvers Guild, and Durakar has once again ended up somewhere else. So, you had fun. We're done.
Yay! Can I wrap up one thing with you, Alex?
Mm-hmm.
Zolana sprints outside. Is there a flower shop person nearby?
There's not a flower shop person, but there is a traveling baked goods salesperson.
Awesome. I run up and I want to buy like the most fluffiest, prettiest looking pastry they have.
He has like a head-sized muffin
Perfect.
that's
I want it.
real fluffy.
Give
Oh,
me.
okay, it's like 2 silver.
Awesome. I give him a gold, and I run back inside.
He's very happy and tries to make change, but you're gone.
I run back inside. I run upstairs, and I basically break open the door that Abigail was in.
She is awake, no longer asleep and causing lightning to just randomly crackle around. Let me see what she's doing. Hold on, 1 second. I don't remember my inventory. She is just sharpening weapons because she's got a bunch of those. So she's sharpening her weapon. She looks up at you. Oh, you're back.
Yes. I have something for you. And she's like hiding the giant mushroom that's probably bigger than her back behind her.
She kind of just laughs like, oh yeah? What's that?
Yeah. I want you to close your eyes.
Okay. She closes her eyes.
Okay. And Zalana will step to her, lean forward, and using my last spell slot, because I specifically saved one for this, she touches nose to nose with her and whispers very softly, "I'm sorry it took me so long to figure it out," and she will kiss her and cast Remove Curse.
Oh snap.
And as she kisses her and she feels the spell take effect, she steps back and then she pulls the giant muffin out from behind her and she like very gingerly holds it out and she goes, I know we kind of went through some weird stuff and I don't know how good your memory is, but I had a great time with you, and now that it's gone, can I take you out on an actual date?"
He kind of smirks and says, "You want to know a secret? Poisons only work for like a day on me."
What?
Yeah.
So is that a yes to the date?
Yes.
Yay! And she immediately like shoves the giant head-sized pastry in her lap.
Fair enough. She is allergic to blueberries. Luckily, this is not a blueberry muffin.
Okay, good.
But yes, with that, we are complete. So I hope all had fun. And until next time.
Will anyone else respond to the sending stone later on when he talks to them later?
Not today. It's a once a day sending zone, so
Oh,
I
okay.
will send you a message at some point with what gets sent back to you. So, but yeah, with that, we are complete. So, there you go.
Yay! Great game, as always, Alex. Thank you so much. Thank you, players who played. This was so much fun. Loved playing alongside you all. Poor Kwashi. If you rewatch this, I hope you feel better.
We lay the stuff out on the empty table, and then we talk about, and in the D&D Guild Hall we can talk about dividing stuff up.
Yep.
Well, I'm guessing that you're taking the sending stone since you're already talking with it, so.
But with that, we will end the recording, and you guys can figure out what you want to do with.
Yes.
Okay.
So for now, everybody say goodbye to YouTube.
Bye,
Bye,
YouTube.
YouTube.
Bye, YouTube. Happy dungeon delving, everyone.